Namaskar. A very pleasant morning to the esteemed dignitaries and respected erudite assemblage. I, Ms. Riti Tripathi, Civil Judge Junior Division, cum Judicial Magistrate First Class, Nishinta Koili at Cuttack, take the revered privilege to announce the continuance of our technical sessions that started yesterday. Welcome all the legal luminaries and eminent dignitaries to today's first technical session of District Judges Conference 2025 on the topic Record Room Digitization and Transmission of Data. May I now humbly request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge High Court of Orissa, Honorable Shri Justice Mruganga Shekhar Sahu, Judge High Court of Orissa, Honorable Shri Justice Aditya Kumar Mahapatra, Judge High Court of Orissa, and Honorable Shri Justice Biraja Prasanna Satpathy, Judge High Court of Orissa, to kindly chair the session. My lords, please. Thank you, my lord. May I seek the kind permission of the Honorable Chair to declare the session open. Thank you, my lord. The session is declared open. May I now request Shri Biranchi Narayan Mahanti, District Judge Khordha, to kindly address on the assigned topic.
A small request to all the speakers. Please confine to the time limit.
Namaskar, good morning. My Lord Honorable Judges of the Honorable Court on the dais and of the dais, my esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I must extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Court for giving me this opportunity to put forth my thought and suggestion. My Lord, the topics assigned to me is use of electronic mode for transmission of records, number 2, certified copy of the digitized records during digitization, and establishment of digitization centers at each district. My Lord, actually there is no provision in the GSO civil and criminal so far as the transmission of soft copy of the records are concerned. However, in GSO, about 211, 212, 304, and 311, which deals calling for the records from the different courts to the district court and also to the Honorable High Court. So my suggestion, first suggestion would be, if in these provisions, a provision in the shape of a note will be added that for transmission of electronic records, then the entire things will be covered, both hard copy and soft copy. Now, in that way, in criminal also, 118, 119, 234 also provided for transmission of records in physical mode. And in these provisions, if in a shape of a note, it is added that the transmission of a record through electronic mode, then the purpose will be solvent. My Lord, at this stage, I want to draw your kind attention to section 211 of the GSO civil. Your Lordship kindly have a glance. Submission of only material papers in case of appeals and a revision against the interlocutory orders. So my submission would be this interlocutory orders was mentioned at that time, keeping in view that against interlocutory orders, civil division were preferred and only to the Honorable Court. After amendment to section 115 and Orissa amendment to 115, now the revisional power has also been vested with the district judges. So if now interlocutory order against no revision is maintainable, if one word after interlocutory orders, intermediate orders if included, then it will both cover the appeal and revision. Because this interlocutory order is only covered section 104 of the CPC and order 43 of the CPC. It does not cover 115 of the CPC. So my first submission would be this. Now in that way, my Lord kindly have a glance to GSO Criminal 118. First two lines your Lordship can see, in the case of appeals, referred to the Court of Session by a person convicted. Convicted means your Lordship knows that leave to appeal was only provided for under 478 of the CRPC. But after amendment made in section 372 of the CRPC, a victim can also now file an appeal before the Sessions Court against an order of acquittal.
That is not the issue, Mr. Mantri.
But my whole submission, my Lord, would be after the word conviction, convicted word, if in a case of acquittal is added, so it will serve both the purpose. Because in the case of appeals is there, so appeal against the order of acquittal will be also covered. That is my submission.
What do you suggest?
My Lord?
118.
118 of the criminal, yes, sir, criminal.
But the word is very specific, person convicted. So person convicted as well as person aggrieved, you can say.
Yes, sir.
Because you never know the future, somebody else will be added. Government may be added.
Yes, sir.
The government is there. Government the point is valid. Point is valid.
You complete, sir.
My-
That we will have discussion.
My Lord, now the fixation of modality of supply of certified copy of the legacy records sent to digitation hub for digitization is concerned. I have tried my level best to suggest in this way, my Lord. Applicants shall submit their request for certified copy through the standard application system, specifying clear record details such as file number, subject, date and year, a record of status verification. Upon receiving a request, the records section will confirm whether the record is available at the department, currently located at the digitization hub, and that verification must be completed within 2 to 3 working days. Applicant communication, these are the modalities I have suggested. The status of the file, expected timeline for retrieval, assurance there are no additional delay fee, verification of certification. And at the end, at this stage I want to draw your kind attention of the Honorable Court. If the officer in charge of the digitation hub will issue the certified copy of the scanned record, then the officer is required to be declared as a public officer within the meaning of section 76 of the Indian Evidence Act, so that that certified copy will be received in evidence in terms of section 77 of the Indian Evidence Act. So this is my another suggestion. So now the next is requirement of digitization hub in all the judgeship. Well, as per the information contained in Annex 4, now in 15 districts, digitation has already been completed, and in 4 districts, digitation is in progress, and in 3 districts, digitation yet to commence, and in the district of Khodda, the digitation center is yet to be established. My Lord, now in the digitation hub, after completion of the digitation for the parent Joseph, other cluster Joseph records are being digitized. In that way, in the meantime, all the disposed of cases of the parent Joseph are piled up. Only after completion of the cluster district records, those records can only be scanned. In that way, the matter will be delayed if in each district digitation hub is not established. Of course, subject to availability of the space, because in all districts space may not be available. So, at the end, my Lord, I would, with the permission of the chair, in 2 to 3 days back, we have received a letter from the Honorable Court about the transmission of soft copy of the arbitration case records. Instruction has been given, the appellate court will send soft copy of the arbitration record, which sent by the arbitration center of the Honorable Court. Because in the commercial courts, my Lord, when the 34 applications are being filed, or in district court, 34 applications are being filed, these 34 courts also calling for the records from the arbitration center. If these 34 courts, including the commercial court, will be added, then my suggestion would be the soft copy will be first sent to the commercial court or the district judge while dealing with section 34 application, and that certified copy, soft copy will be preserved by either the district court or the commercial court, so that when the first appellate court wants the LCR, then the commercial court itself sent that soft copy to the appellate court. And in case that also the first appellate court also send the soft copy to the Honorable Court. And Honorable Court also here can get the hard copy from the arbitration center. So that aspect may be confident. These are the basic my thought and suggestion, and it is up to the Honorable Court to act. With this, I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mohanty.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Ms. Srimai Acharya, Chief Judicial Magistrate Anugul, to kindly address on the assigned topics.
Namaskar. A very good morning to all the dignitaries present here. Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, Honorable Judges of High Court of Orissa present on the dais and off the dais, respected officers of the state, I am Srimai Acharya, Chief Judicial Magistrate, Anugul. It is my immense pleasure and honor to deliberate on the assigned 3 topics. Let me now move to the first topic assigned to us, which is use of electronic mode for transmission of district court records and data to other courts. The Honorable High Court of Orissa have already adopted the use of electronic mode for transmission of district court records, LCRs as we say, and data without calling for the LCRs or physical records. However, till date, this practice has not been adopted in the district courts, At present, the LCRs are being submitted by the trial court to the appellate, revisional or other courts in physical mode in the district level and vice versa as per the provision in the GRCO civil and criminal. It is time consuming. There is also chance of missing of documents from the case records in this process. So here are my suggestions. Technology can be used as a boon in this matter by allowing the transmission of LCR and data by the trial court to other courts in the district level and vice versa by sending it through electronic mode. Necessary changes may be made in the GR&CO, civil and criminal, to authenticate the process. Now coming to the topic number 2, which is establishment of separate digitization center for each judgeship. As we all know, the digitization of the case records of all the districts is an ongoing process at present. For this purpose, the digitization centers have been established in some of the districts of Odisha.
Ma'am, can I interpret?
Yes, sir.
Whatever earlier speaker has said,
My lord.
don't repeat that. You say something new, okay, on the same topic.
My lord.
So that will be helpful to all.
My lord.
Yes, carry on.
My lord.
You can mark.
I may be pardoned, my lord. I may be pardoned.
See, this is not a presentation,
Thank
just
you.
an informal discussion we are having. So no problem. Whatever you feel the difficulties, you can express that. No
Madam.
issue.
We expect that you should all tell us from your experience.
Yeah, these are all theoretical.
How the system.
Say what are the difficulties you are facing? What is the problem with if
No, my
you
lord, I
can
will
have
concentrate
how
on
in
that.
every district what
No, my
problem will you have and what benefit will you have?
Let us complete, then it
Ah,
will
just I'm just
tell
giving
our
a
own mind.
small.
Thank you, madam.
complete.
So it is an ongoing process at present. For this purpose, the digitization centers have been established in some of the districts and the digitization hubs have been established for the cluster districts. In the process of that digitization, some difficulties are being faced by the concerned districts, more particularly by the districts who are sending the records to the digitization hub. The services of concerned district record room staff is not available to regularize the discrepancy in the legacy records of other judgeships during digitization at the hub. The digitization hubs have not enough space to accommodate the records of multiple judgeships. Delay is reported in supply of certified copies of legacy records when the records are in hub. If records are not returned in time to the concerned judgeship after digitization at the hub, it remains in the hub without attention, resulting in chances of damage to the records. While the digitization of records of one judgeship is taken up in the hub, it results in the pausing of the digitization work of other judgeships in the hub. Legacy records are sometimes damaged during transmission from the district record room to the digitization hubs. The parent record room also lacks access to the DMS server of the neighboring district operating in the hub for physical shredding of the digitized records. This is the proposed solution. The possible solution for all the above problems would be to think of establishing separate district court digitization center in each judgeship in Odisha so that the case records of cluster districts will not be required to be brought to the digitization hub, which will save time and money. The chances of damage to the case records of the cluster districts can be avoided. The litigants or advocates would be able to get certified copy of legacy records without much hassle. Let me now move to the topic number 3 of the session, which is fixation of modalities for supply of certified copies of legacy records sent to digitization hub for digitization. For the permanent preservation, the digitization of the legacy records is in progress, for which the digitization centers have been established in some district courts in Odisha. The District Court Digitization Hub, DCDH as we say, have been established in the different parent judgeships, which is monitoring the digitization of legacy records of the cluster districts. A number of such legacy records are at present awaiting for digitization. Possible problem. The legacy records of the cluster districts are transmitted from their record rooms to the digitization hub, DCDH, but several inconveniences are likely to arise if any application for certified copy is made respecting any such record kept in the digitization hub for digitization. This would include transmission of the legacy record in the midst of digitization to the concerned district record room from the hub and vice versa to resume digitization. The process is time consuming. It may involve missing of some documents of the legacy record in this process. The cost of transmission and retransmission of the legacy record cannot be imposed on the party or advocate applying for the certified copy, so it will be a burden on the state. Older legacy records may also get damaged in the process. This is the proposed solution in this regard. To address this problem, this process requires to be simplified. As an alternative to the above process, it is thus proposed that in such a case, the scanned copy application may be sent by the GIC copying to the nodal officer of the digitization hub through official email. The nodal officer would then locate the record kept in the hub on priority basis. He would then transmit in the same manner the scanned copies of the required documents of the record per application, preferably in PDF, to the GIC copying. The GIC copying would then take the printout of the documents from that PDF for issuance of certified copy as per the provisions of the GR and CO. The comparing of the documents with their originals by the comparing clerk may be done through a visualizer installed in the digitization hub. The GIC copying may fix the date and time of such comparison in consultation with the nodal officer of the digitization hub. After comparison, the certified copy may be provided to the applicant. Necessary changes are required to be made in the relevant provisions of the GR and CO civil and criminal for the above purpose. And the same process may also be adopted for the judgeships where DC have been established. Technology has always empowered us with greater efficiency, connectivity, and access to information. The Odisha judiciary has already adopted technology and started digitization of legacy records for permanent preservation. So the above problems may be addressed with the aid of technology. With this, I conclude my deliberations, leaving the matter for discussion by the Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much, madam. Now it is over to the Honorable Chair for the interactive session.
I request Brother Satpathy to say something.
Yes.
You wanted to ask something.
No. With regard to the first topic, my view is that it can be utilized by developing a software. So the IT committee of the court may be requested to do the needful. So it can be.
We require your support.
That support is always there, sir.
Sir, we are ready always, and we need the inputs only. We are ready. We will prepare the software.
That will be provided.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And on the second topic, my view is the existing hub can manage all the work. For the timing, there is no requirement to go for this establishment of separate digitization center for each judgeship, because after digitization of all the old records, my view is the workload will be drastically reduced. So there is no need to go for fresh center in all the districts. We can manage with the existing hubs, we can manage all the works. And the third one is that I accept the suggestion given by the Learned District Judge Khurda, that the officer in charge of the digitization center hub or center be authorized to issue a certified copy in all these legacy records as and when it is applied for. So these are all my suggestions, sir.
Brother Mahapatra wants to say something.
A larger issue is involved which requires deliberation. I would suggest, so far the hub is concerned, I agree with Brother Justice Satpathy that there is no necessity to have hubs in each district. On the other hand, what we can do is we can have the separate servers for each district, so that after digitization, those records can be transmitted to the district courts. It will remain under their control. Now the problem is they are not getting access to the digitized record, which is creating a problem while issuing certified copy. So that can be resolved, because as the position stands today, 15 districts are already covered. So rest districts, we don't require hubs at each district. The existing hubs, it can manage the work of digitization of the rest of the record in respect of the balance rest of the districts. So we have to think and deliberate in that line to have separate servers at each district, because in future also we'll have to maintain that. The district court record room, it has to maintain its own record. Therefore, we have to think in that line to save records, to preserve our records at the district record room by creating such facilities. Of course, it requires deliberation and consultation with both IT committee as well as the building committee. I think is also, their participation is also required. So, that much only. So we can,
Brother Sahu.
Good morning, everybody, and namaskar, esteemed brothers on the bench and the honorable judges of the dais. I must thank both the speakers, the learned district judge and the learned CJ Manugul, for their very well thought of suggestions. I will start from that certified copy. In fact, all those suggestions are suggested by esteemed brother Justice Mahapatra, that they should give those suggestions for consideration and further deliberation by the committee also. Regarding the certified copy, I had experience because somebody asked me for a document of 1920, I think. 1920, there was a life, extradition for life to Andamans. So it was a sensational case, later I realized. So maybe great-grandfather, so they being a kind of legacy of famous lawyers and judges, that first page of the judgment was there. So then I suggested to go to the digitization hub. So in fact I utilized my approach. I asked for the person, but he's not present today. So at least in one case, Odisha digitization hub has delivered a copy of 1918 judgment, where extermination was, extradition was directed, and some of them also they returned back after the completion of the sentence. So they were happy. But they told me about, this is important, they told me that because it never happened earlier, so they contacted the Supreme Court or some at the central level, and they have developed certain things, a kind of protocol, so that whatever legacy record is available in the digitization hub, that can be issued. And regarding the other suggestions, apart from what has been suggested by the Honorable District Judge and the CJ, we can have the concept of certified copy of the either physical document or the digitized document. That makes it easy. But till now, the notion is that, or the rule is that the certified copy has to be a certified copy of the physical, after physical verification, because those certificate is necessary, compared by, signed by so and so, so and so. So we have to make those amendments that even a authenticated digital copy, of course, digital copy doesn't mean any digital copy. It has to be the authenticated digital copy available in the DMS or the metadata, that can be done. Then regarding amendments of the GRCO, as in fact the learned CJM said, I didn't realize that the learned trial courts are, as far as the district level is concerned, they are not sending by the digitized copies, because High Court by default is calling for digitized copy, scanned copy. So then, so it has to be changed. And apart from that, it's my suggestion, it's thinking aloud, like the banking transaction, every bank has access to the other branch. We can have a common kind of accessibility, because now digitization is complete. Accessibility by the all courts to the common data. So by simply putting the number, the court is having it. So the assured part of is that there will be no tampering or manipulation, because suppose High Court is looking at a judgment decree of Family Court Khorda. The person sitting at High Court, he will simply click it and see it and maybe take a printout. This sending of this letter, email, even the faster mode also, still it consumes time, and they are sending by again. In fact, they are doing the same thing. They are sending simply by email the scanned copy, or making photocopy and sending it here in a physical form. That is one suggestion. Then regarding having this digitization hub at every district. In fact, I was looking at this was well thought of as my esteemed senior brother, Mr. Panigrai, that it was a more kind of a cost-cutting mechanism, but I find that what has been flagged, the issues at serial number 1, Roman 1, 3 and 5, they are very serious issues because they are actually coming in the way of completing the digitization process. Lack of verification and completion of, we are unable to certify the metadata. They are the physical difference. Suppose the records at Jajpur are carried to Cuttack. At Cuttack, the process is complete. But it is, we are unable to certify because the record room is there at Jajpur. We are not having a parallel record room. So in fact, the very well thought of suggestions of my esteemed brother Justice Satpathy and Justice Mahapatra. But there can be a second alternative is that shifting the digital, actually these are not hubs. We will be having centers in different districts, and after one district is completed, we are starting another district. That way the digitization center can be shifted. It's a suggestion. And I think I have covered the certified copy. Yes, that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother Sahu.
Yes, because esteemed, chairman of the building committee and computer committee, they are there. Because the space constraint in hubs is a problem now.
Sir, we can have a joint meeting so that we can discuss that. So we will get inputs and work on it. Yes. That is my suggestion, sir.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Correct, sir. In fact, I missed that point that because Evidence Act also recognizes still the physical copy. In fact, Brother Justice Nursing once told that it's a mechanical process.
Pointed out in section 76 of the BSA, it is to be declared as a public office to have that authority to issue
But whatever he sees, what he verifies, that has to be physical. That's the other aspect of it. By looking at the screen, so that risk.
compare either it is physically or mechanically.
Comparing is unnecessary.
No, Lordship is perhaps thinking this after hearing that exactly identical NTA papers with high security, they have been manufactured. And we are told there is a software which can manufacture everything. Sir, everything. Everything, hashtag number, everything. To start with, because sir, a judge, suppose he is seeing a certified copy, he can't think in those lines. That they are taking advantage. The technology is way ahead of us. AI, maybe it is an AI application which replicates, they are saying that this is our mark, this is our rank.
Thank you, Brother Sahu, Brother Satpathy and Brother Mahapatra, and the District Judge Khordha and CJM Angul for their address on different issues that we are facing. So one of the most important issue, let me flag, we are facing is the return of the file. When we are taking the file to the digitation hub from one district to another district, that file often gets delayed when that returns to that station. So in the meantime, you face a lot of problem. That is one issue. Second issue, the verification issue, that is in most of the hub, the verification is one of the most important issue that need to be addressed. Therefore, I can say 2-3 things in terms of while with digitation. So we have about 18 lakh records we have already digitized. So outstanding 25 still there. So roughly, we are still slow. 45%. Around 45%, yes. And I must compliment Baleswar, Cuttack and Ganjam district for their best performance in terms of digitization. And I will request, yes, on the bottom of the pyramid is Nayagarh, Kalahandi and Sambalpur. So please improvise your performance in terms of digitization. Your performance requires, it is required. Of course, you are facing a lot of other issues. That's why I'm putting in that way. So I can put in the fashion. There is a monitoring deficit, there is a performance deficit, and there is I would call it a coordination deficit. Coordination deficit with respect to the OCAC. Monitoring deficit with respect to our own officers, the district judges. They should monitor very often. Every week at least once you must monitor what is the progress of the digitization process. And that is, in some districts it's really good. Baleswar, Ganjam, these people are really doing, every week they monitor. That is what I'm told, and also their performance shows. And there are some districts the monitoring level is, it requires to be actually improved, and then only we can have our 100% digitization paper. That will take time, of course. But about the suggestion given by Brother Sahu and other brothers about the district hub. So in fact, if we have, in my view, this is personal view, if we have a digitization center in every district, so the returning of file and all the time taking, that will really solve the issue. So I don't think there will be much even cost involved in that. So that will be an ongoing process. So because if you have the hub system, every time you have to send to a hub, and again the file will return back. But you have the own district, only the outline station document will come to that particular district center, and they can return it. So that doesn't have any problem. So every district, I think it should be, if we can think of having a digitization center in every district, that will solve most of the problem. The returning of file, verification, everything will be smoother. Therefore, I think, and logistical issue can be also be solved. So. Yes, because we need a vehicle, that vehicle will carry the file, again coming back, and in that process there is also maybe what you call pilferage, security, so many issues are there. So damages, so because old files there is likely to face damage. So these kind of issues can be addressed if we have a digitization center in every district. And I would request Mr. Mohanty, who is going to have an uphill task, before, because your center, it has not yet started, so you have to just monitor it regularly, and because you have around 4 lakh record, I suppose that is the record. Yeah. Please, that you have a very huge task ahead.
Mailar.
Yeah. This. Yes. Again, that will, as Justice Mahapatra was telling, we can have a joint meeting, and the server and other issues we can resolve it. And if any other problem you are facing, please do share with us.
Yes,
one thing, with the permission of the chair, the daily difficulty we are facing, I'm just, please find a solution. When we are calling for the records in the criminal appeals, we find that the poor and low quality scanning has been done, and when it comes to us, it creates difficulty while adjudicating the criminal appeals. So again, what we have to do, again we have to call for the original records, and it sometimes so happens that some documents like FIR in the folded portion that is scanned. So that means the entire FIR is not, so it is the requirement that somebody before sending the records to the High Court must see that it is at least legible, quality maintained, because otherwise again if we are to call for those records, then what is the purpose?
That's why, sir, we have to impress upon the OCAC and agency, so that, because if the quality checking is not proper, so this kind of poor record is not going to solve our problem. So the purpose is that we should get as good as the physical record. So because we are facing a lot of problems with OCAC.
One of the actually one judicial officer.
Sir, anybody from OCAC?
Yesterday was here.
They should have come today actually. Sir, OCAG has
Sir,
a huge problem.
With the permission of the chair, I must tell that this thing occurs because of the outsourcing agencies, because they don't have the expertise. What the documents, what is the importance of the document, how it is to be done, they don't have the expertise. So as Brother Justice Panigrai said, monitoring of our officer
sir.
is important there.
No, it is there, I think, in the system, a process of digitization, they verify the record and they give a certificate.
Exactly, they are giving certificate,
officers.
but they are not experts. How to
At the same time,
at the end, our monitoring is paramount. If
same
our
time, sir, the better quality machine.
Exactly.
Quality, that
No,
is
they-
also very
they have
important.
been
And
provided.
There the OCAG role is there.
there the OCAC role is there,
Better quality
but they are being provided as we are suggesting.
there
It is that casual approach of the person who is involved.
Exactly,
Operator.
sir. Exactly.
Therefore, the
That is the
solution.
problem.
Therefore, the solution lies in, sir, we should have a district cadre IT cell, and they will both do
That
this
is
IT
why,
work as well as
exactly.
digitization work. Then only things will improve.
That is what we are
Because this
suggesting yesterday.
Outsourcing will never solve. That
Sir.
is always advocism in outsourcing.
Exactly.
will never solve
Outsourcing
the problem.
agencies should be rolled out as quickly as possible.
Because see, there.
Because we are making our records vulnerable.
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
So the
Major-
sooner we have the IT personal IT cadre, the better it is for the system.
Justice Panigrai, I just want to tell another things in this connection. So trial court record are being culled, but it is also required that they should also send the case diary part and the order sheet part of the magistrate, because those are required also for sometimes. Suppose they say that this man is in detention for this, so for that we have to see the final form. For that, we have to see the trial court or magistrate court record that when that man was produced. So those are not being sent. What we are sent only a part of the record where the evidence portion has been recorded. So that creates a difficulty. Records means you should send the entire thing and under a proper scanning, but that is not done. So I think the learned district just should see that what difficulty, practical difficulty we are facing, and they should send the entire records and legible copies, and one of the judicial officer, as you have all rightly suggested, he should see that yes, if these documents are sent to the High Court in adjudicating the appeal, the honorable court, whosoever it may be, will not face any difficulty. Otherwise, again, those trial court records will be called in physical form, which we are doing because of this problem.
Sir, with the permission of the chair.
Sir, please.
Sir, as Justice Mahapatra suggested that servers should be provided, sir, we have already taken a decision in our IT
Yes.
and AI committee to purchase and supply backup servers so that DMS can be transferred. Already, within a period of 1 or 2 months, it will be provided to all district headquarters. All district headquarters. So this problem may be attended to some extent.
That's a very welcome step. We are really grateful to.
Thank
Mrs.
you, sir.
Baba.
Thank you, sir.
I will request Mr. Soma Saurav, what are the new things you are, it is in offing in days to come in this area? Especially I would say the DMS server and the cloud system. So what is the progress and how far we have approached towards the solution?
Namaskar and a very good morning to all of you. So before I share what are the new things we are going to implement, I just want to place a question before the August gathering where I have struck actually. Just one second. Lordships, when we are talking about digitization and while preparing online certified copy, I struck on this point. So what is happening in the copying sections in the district courts is that whenever any manuscript form is there in the records, what they are doing is they are typing it out, then they are giving us they are giving the printout of that to the applicant. So this 254A subrule 2 says that a grant of certified copy of Xerox process shall not be allowed for judgments and orders which are in the manuscript form or upon which the judge presiding officer concerned has indicated for not issuing. But in this Xerox copy to be not to given in the manuscript from the orders. Suppose a person is applying for a certified copy of order sheets of a year 1960. So the order sheets, obviously it's in manuscript form, and it goes even to 200 or 250 pages. What the copying section are doing, they are just typing it out and they are then translating. So if what is the purpose of scanning and giving? And just to flip the side, when that LCRS comes to the High Court and then a person applies for a certified copy, what we will do, we will just print it out and give it. So the procedural differences are there, and it actually taking a lot of time. And when we are talking of providing online certified copy, digitization, so actually, so after advancing, so maybe this is a provision which has been there since long, where the Xerox machines or the scanners machines may not be prevalent at that time. So we need to discuss as to whether this provision needs a relook or not.
No, I am just asking, can we have that cloud system? What is the Supreme Court E-Committee has assured you?
May I respond?
Gotcha.
Actually, this manuscript thing is there because the handwriting is not readable. So your suggestion is that if it is otherwise readable,
Lordship,
and photocopy doesn't distort it,
Lordship,
so then possible. But if it is not readable because the typing is certified,
Lordship,
so who typed, who
Lordship,
compared,
Lordship,
and then the checking officer.
Lordship.
But manuscript, actually there is a problem of readability even in the new copies. In fact, in very recent, so one word can be added if it is otherwise readable, need not be typed.
Lordship. That would also solve the purpose to a great extent. Lordship.
So what about the cloud? Just finish it
with regard to the upcoming events which we have planned, the Honorable the High Court of Orissa, the High Court of Bombay are the two states which have been chosen as a pilot states where the cloud service are being implemented. Where the cloud service would be having 3 stages. One in the level 1, the entire CS would be taken there. In level 2, all the peripheral applications should be served there. And third is Judicial Data Repository, JDDR, Judicial Trusted Data Repository, where all the DMSs, all the digitization work which we are having, all the pending records would be uploaded in the servers of the cloud. So that is we have already taken subscription. We have already started experimentation. Within a month or 2, it would be successful. Then all the district court servers would be hosted in the cloud servers. Then second, in the last DJ conference, we had.
Who will have access to that? Is it restricted or all the courts will have?
All the courts will have.
They will have access.
Yes, Lordship.
Including High Court.
Yes, Lordship. And what would be the advantage of going to the cloud? Since we are what we are doing is there are two things, intranet and internet. Whatever we are secure services we are having in the intranet, but when we go to cloud, since it is a secure network, we can get the data or the records in our home also with the secure network. The cloud gives us that facility. Since we were to a secure network dependency upon a cable network won't be there. By staying in our home, the honorable judges would be able to, all the district judges, all the judicial officers would be able to access their digital files from the cloud.
So our purchasing of the pen drive will be reduced substantially. And
calling for those records from the
that can be easily accessed here in the dashboard. You can open it here. You don't need to call the every record from the district courts.
Lordship. There will be login ID.
There will be a login ID, sir.
Obviously, it's restricted. Only with the help of login ID.
Thank you, Mr. Saurabh. So I hope we have ended in time. So just 7-8 minutes we are late. Okay, started late. Okay. So I request all the district judges and the CGMs. So whatever problems you are facing on account
They
of
can,
the
send in writing also to the company.
digitization related issues, you can always share with Mr. Saurabh. He will just in turn, I mean, he will call it and just present before us, and he will try to solve the issue. So, I request all the district judges, please at least devote half an hour a week by going to the hub or your center, whatever you call, and just monitor what is taking place, and the verifying, especially the verification part, that you should have some random verification with the help of some of your officers. Thus you can just on a routine basis, if it can be done, I'm sure our digitization drive will be successful. Thank you so much. Thank you,
And with
everybody.
the permission of Chair, Mr. Mahanti, we expect to hear from you in the next decisions conference that 50% is done.
Hopefully that will happen. Thank you.
Now we have come to an end of this session.
Thank you.
Thank you. चाय पानी का ब्रेक है ना? चाय पानी का ब्रेक है क्या? 11:30. There's a break, sir.
No,
Huh? No break.
the next session will start forthwith.
Cloud tea.
Break nahi, starts at 10:45.
11:30 पे?
Will end at 11:30.
Okay. No break.
Start at 11:30.
चाय break की नहीं?
Start at 11:30.
You can break the tea here. Sir, you can break the tea here. Break the tea. Later, cloud but more strong.
It can be even makeup. Save. Judicial separation ହେଇଛି ହଁ ତ କାଲି ଘର ମାନେ ଛାଡ଼ିକି ପଳେଇଲେ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିଛି
Moving on to the second technical session of today's District Judge Conference 2025 on the topic Revision of Staffing Pattern and Provision of VWDCs in Outlying Stations. May I now humbly request Honorable Shri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge, High Court of Orissa, Honorable Shri Justice Radhakrishna Patnaik, Judge, High Court of Orissa, Honorable Shri Justice V. Narsingh, High Court of Orissa, Honorable Shri Justice Chittaranjan Das, Judge, High Court of Orissa, to kindly chair the session. My lords, please. Thank you, my lord. May I now request the Honorable Chair to deliver his introduction on the topic.
Good morning, everybody. So, this BWDCA, since we are the members of the BWDC, some background I just want to say so that it will be more attractive in the sense. One case, I was appointed as the special public prosecutor. It was that non-rape case from Kandhamal district. And when the victim, she came to depose, she said that I cannot, she sent the message that I cannot depose in front of all those persons who have committed the crime. So tell the Sir. So the officers came to me and said that this would be the difficulty. I said that, okay, so let the training be over, I will talk to the London district judge, because in Cuttack district there was, the trial was going on. And all the accused persons were in custody. Case was transferred by the order of the High Court from, so I said that this is the problem and it's a very sensitive case. He suggested me what to do because they are to, the victim has to identify. I said, sir, okay, for the identification purpose, they will come and let them just put their heads down and the victim will just identify. Thereafter, they should be kept behind the, it is to be, of course, conducted in that chamber. So they are to be put behind the screen and then the regular things will be going on. So accordingly, the London Session Judge agreed, and that is how in this sensational case, first time, I think that procedure was adopted and it was also successful. So at that point of I was thinking that this type of witnesses we have seen, because in court verandas, the accused would be there, the victim would be there, like the vulnerable witness would be there, and what sort of look the accused would be giving to that witness, and what would be the effect on the victim. So that things were somehow was in my mind that how this can be sorted out. So then the thing came, this vulnerable witness deposition center, but I just want to say a few lines that the special arrangements for deposing of the vulnerable witnesses are made to ensure that they can give a complete and accurate testimony without suffering psychological harm and intimidation. So while protecting the vulnerable witnesses, the measures must not prejudice the right of the accused to a fair trial and due process. Because without special protection, the vulnerable witnesses might be unable and unwilling to testify, which will affect the administration of justice and leads to lower conviction rate. All of you know that the case on basis on which these BWDC centers were opened in different parts of our country, that was the Smruti or Tukaram Badade case, and that is reported in 2022, 18 SCC 24. That judgment came into force on that judgment came on 11/1/2022. Please mind the date. 11/1/2022 was the date of judgment, but much prior to that, in our state, in 2 districts, the VWDC centers were made functional. One is Bhadrak, that was done on 18/12/2021, and in Malkangiri, it was on 28/12/2021. Then in 2/4/2022, in some other district, it was opened on 15/4/2022. Some other districts, it was opened. Now we have covered all the districts, and whatever data has been supplied to me by the Land and Register Vigilance is that is in 2024, the total number of vulnerable witnesses examined in different VWDC is 11,262, and in 2025 up to 31/7 it was 8092. So what we have done, we have formed this, we are calling for the data from each of the district month-wise, and we are seeing that wherever there is the performance is low, we are giving necessary advice to them. So the topic which are today is that it's okay that in the headquarters the vulnerable witness deposition centers are there, but in outlying station in all the 30 districts that is not there. But whatever data has been provided by the registry, that is really thing I want to just place before all of you, that not only in POCSO Act cases, but other cases vulnerable witnesses are there. So in POCSO Act cases, the same judge holding the trial in district headquarters, he is using the vulnerable deposition center, but when he is going to the outlying stations, there is no such VWDC. So it is just the same trial is being done in like the other trials. So the facility are to be made available also to the outlying stations, because why the purpose, if you kindly go through this decision, you know that why, what is the importance of such a center for the examination of the witnesses, and what will result if the witnesses are, because there are, as you know, there are 3 rooms. One is the courtroom, other is the witness rest room, and the other is the witness deposition room. So when this particular topic was assigned to us, I called for a data from the different land and district judges that what are the problems they are facing in the VWDC and what they further want. And most of them have stated that we want VWDC in the outlying stations. Because as I just gathered in the morning also, like in Angul district, there are 103 only POCSO Act cases in which circuit courts are held in Talcher and Atmali. Similarly, Balangir, Titlagad, Patnagad and Kantabanji, these are done. We are just giving you the data of the POCSO cases where more than 100 cases are being taken up in the outlying station. Like in Ganjam, it is 112, only POCSO Act case, because other cases are so vulnerable witnesses are there as per the terms. So in Ganjam district, Hinjali, Kodala, Aska, Soroda, then Khalikot, Chhatrapur and Bhanjanagar, that is there. And in Khurda district, the only Bhubaneswar that is available. But in Khurda, where there are more than 250 only POCSO Act cases, there is no VWDC. And of course, in Banpur there is 87, that is also not there. In Koraput also, we are told that in Jaipur it is there, VWDC, but not in Koraput, where 138 cases are there related to the POCSO Act. Similarly, Moyurbhanj, it is 103, where the circuit courts are held in Udala, Karanjia and Rairangpur. So definitely, we, since the government officials are present, we will definitely have an interaction with them and there will be recommendation from the High Court that please open up this in the outlying stations this BWDC center for the justice delivery system, and so that all will get the benefits. And the two officers who are to address us today are Pratap Kumar Patral and District Judge Bodh, and Sushant Kumar Mishra, CGM Puri. So on the same topic, please, I will just request Mr. Patra to confine particularly on this BWDC aspect. Of course, you may touch this other topic like revision of staffing pattern. And Mr. Sushant Kumar Mishra, I will request the London CGM, let him be confined to that revision of the staffing pattern in the, to some extent. Don't, because it would be just a repetition as we have seen. So, which? Then who had he judged? I told them. Okay, please invite them.
Thank you, my lord. May I now request Shri Pratap Kumar Patra, District Judge Bodh, to kindly address on the assigned topic.
Namaskar and a very good morning to all. Honorable the Chair, Honorable Judges of the Honorable High Court of Orissa, my esteemed brother district judges, esteemed Chief Judicial Magistrates, the government officers present in this podium. First of all, I express my gratitude to the Honorable Chair and the Honorable High Court of Orissa for giving me this opportunity to speak on two topics. Both the topics are distinct to each other, but very sensitive topics, and I will not be wasting much time. I will be going on directly to the revision of staffing pattern so far as district courts are concerned, and I will confine it to Group C staff because we have a rule in the year 2021 relating to Group D. So it has been debated, deliberated, and it has been enacted, and all these things have been mentioned there. So I would like to confine myself to the Group C staffing pattern, what is the need of hour now. So there are, we have seen in the ground zero that how these Group C staffs are facing problem. Even if a Group A, Group B, Group C are been labeled, but they are still designated as Group C staff. So due to staffing pattern, long back staffing pattern, what are the problems we are facing? I will just simply focus on that, and the main problems are operational inefficiencies, unequal workload distribution, delay in judicial process. And for this purpose, what is most important is the statistics. So as on date, on 31st of July 2025, what is the statistics relating to pendency of cases as well as number of staff, and what is the per case load given to a staff. So on 31st of July 2025, the district courts in Orissa have got 19,84,979 cases. We can say it is 20 lakhs. So, and regarding working staff, it is 4,633 staff. These are working staff, and against sanctioned staff of 5,889. And if in a general intelligence, if we'll say that how this is to be given, how the yardstick is to be fixed, how the outturn is to be fixed, even in top bureaucrats will appreciate it by saying that, okay, this number of cases you have, and these many staffs are in, working, so let us divide it and get it. And if we divide it and get it, this is 428 cases. So obviously, it will come to our mind that one group's staff handling 428 cases is quite fine. Okay, there is no, it's not so much case load. But this is not the correct proposition. What is the correct proposition, my lords? We have around 6,000 sanction posts and 4,000, around 6,000 sanction posts, 4,600 are now working. So 1,500 staff, the posts are lying vacant. So again the question will come, if you are unable to fill up the vacancies, why more staff will be created? Right, but the fact remains, these are inevitable. These are inevitable because of there are certain reserved category posts, it is never going to be filled up and hardly the reservation policy is being adopted. So this 20% will remain with us till these rules are in force. So now it becomes 80%. 80% staff we are working, out of which, again I will say 80% staff means, okay, it makes hardly any difference. But fact remains, out of this 80% staff, 30% staff are engaged, otherwise not with case records. Like what? Like we have administrative officers, those are in filing, those courts in which filing is allowed. In filing courts, administrative staffs head, earlier it was known as Sirastadar or head clerk, they are checking office note, etc. They are assigned with those works. And other staff like administrative section, English office, earlier it was known as process establishment section, record room, library, storeroom, etc. These staffs are being engaged, but they don't deal with the case records. Then stenographers, then typists, all these staff, if we will find out the statistics, then 30% of the total staff are they are given in administrative side. So 20% plus 30%, it becomes 50%. Now the working staff are now 50%. So what we had 428 cases per man. Now it becomes suddenly 856. Nobody realized it. Now it becomes 856. Now even that is not enough. What actually we, as on date, we have 809 courts are functioning. Out of these 809 courts in 30 districts, I collected some information. Thanks to the registry of the Honorable High Court of Orissa, they have shared me some information, and I took 6 courts, 6 districts as from all the separate zones. That is Anugul, Baleswar, Cuttack, Khordha, Sambalpur, and Ganjam. And these are the figures of the districts. I will not going to refer those detail, but what I found something very serious and very touchy is that suppose we are speaking about the court of Anugul, district of Anugul, we have SDGM at Anugul, Talcher and Atmalik. They have the workload of 14,269, 8,214 and 11,994. And our statistics says that one court is having either 5 or 6. If you will divide 4,663 staff by 809, it becomes 5 to 6 because number of courts plus number of staff. But when we compare this figure, Anugul is the figure says Anugul is having one court requires 6 staff as per our existing statistics. But this pendency says if one person is being loaded with 428 cases, then this pendency says SDGM Anugul requires 33 staff. Talche requires 42 staff. Atmalik requires 28 staff. My brother Anugul district judge will vouch for me that these many staffs have never been posted in the SDGM court. Similar is the case of Baleswar. Baleswar even one court requires 43 and 46, SDGM Baleswar, JMFC Rural, JMFC City, Baleswar, district judge Baleswar is present there. It can never be possible that a court will be provided with 46 staff, but it is required as per the statistics. Similarly, Cuttack, Even Cuttack, I will not go to details of the Cuttack's courts, but one court is having 39,314 cases. 39,314 cases is pending in JMFC transport. So that court requires 91 staff if you are getting it 428 cases per staff. So these are the Anugul Baleswar Cuttack. Similarly, Khurda, again I would repeat that our statistics says one court requires 6 staff, but where this figure says SDGM Bhubaneswar requires 61 staff. JMFC Cognizance 5 requires 20 staff. What I have not mentioned about the cases pending in other courts, that is more than 7,000 in same district. So these are the cases which I have taken, those courts which are having more cases. Sambalpur is similarly placed, and Sambalpur is one court requires 5 staff, but it requires 80 staff for SDGM Sambalpur, because the case record pending is 34,515. Ganjam is also similarly, the rate is 5, but they need 30 staff. Again, more than 7,000 cases are pending in several other courts of the district. So therefore, what I would like to mention is that what it looks from the outside is not the correct proposition. And a normal bureaucratic approach in calculating the number of cases pending vis-a-vis the staff position would not be correct parameter. Rather, each court is to be provided with adequate number of staff according to its requirement for monitoring of this increasing pendency of the cases in the district courts. I may also apprise the Honorable Chair that state government is ultimate authority for creation of post. But although the Honorable High Court time and again suggests the staffing pattern for each new court, yet the same have not been fully acceded to. It is evident in certain occasions, even we have the materials, we can place it in a matter of Kandhamal Joseph. If we'll go through the Kandhamal district judge is also there, hardly 100 to 120 group C staff are present there. And repeatedly it has been requested to the state government for some additional, it's not huge requirement, a marginal requirement of additional staff. And time and again it has been regretted. Finally, in this 2024, the District Judge Kandhamal has written to the Honorable Court, and the Honorable Court District Administration has also made a request letter in the month of November 24, I think, for enhancement of additional staff. This is still pending. This is not an isolated case. What I would like to say is that even in commercial court, the Honorable Court asked for some 15 to 19 staff, and it was limited to 11, and that to 5 to 6 are Group D. So in all request letters, we find that state government either regrets or reduces it. That is the reason why it has been, now it has been, workload has been more and more upon our own staff, those who staff who are indispensable for the system. Now why I am mentioning it, because in this forum, in this podium, the government authorities will be there. So the gap between the High Court and the government can be cleared, because the government is not the supervisory authority of this district courts. They don't have the idea. They go for a bureaucratic approach that these many cases are there, these many staff are there. This is okay. Why should we go for extra cases? But this is not the situation. That is the reason I just wanted to flag this issue before this forum. Then, due to inadequate manpower in the district courts, several challenges are being faced. The advent of technology has increased the workload of the district courts. In this transitional time from conventional mode of work of technology to technology support system, there is every possibility that timeline in each case is likely to be fixed. It is in the offing, because the DCMS are there, SCMS are there, timeline is going to be fixed in each case. So we never know what kinds of problem we will be facing in the future. Then what are the current challenges being faced by our district court staff? The disparity in workload, operational inefficiencies, inequitable resource allocation, staff morale and burnout. Why staff morale and burnout? Because existing staff are loaded with the work of those staff who are not present. Suppose 39,514 cases are there in the transport court of the JMFC Cuttack. The same staff will be loaded with so many cases. So that is another issue, is that resignation of staff. Once they apply, they get the job, but they are resigning. My district judge friends will vouch for me, because they find a better job opportunity. we welcome the Honorable Chief Justice. So, resignation of staff. Once they join join our institution, once they get the opportunity, they used to resign, and the vacancy remains for another year to fill up. So these are the current challenges due to non-uniform staffing pattern. So what are the essentials for a new staffing pattern? Standardizing staffing, which will ensure that each court has the necessary staff to handle its caseloads, reducing delays in backlog. A uniform pattern will eliminate disparities across JOSIP, ensuring fair allocation of staff based on court size, caseload and jurisdiction. The new pattern can incorporate rules of IT specialist. What Honorable Chair just in the earlier session was mentioning, that rules of IT specialist, data analyst and support staff for e-courts aligning with the Supreme Court e-court mission mode project is the need of hour. Adequate staffing will streamline administrative tasks such as scheduling, record keeping and communication with the knowledge of judges to focus on adjudication. So now I would like to focus on the VWDC subject. So yes, the requirement is definitely it is there. There should be a provision for vulnerable witness deposition centers in all POCSO courts, irrespective of the fact that the POCSO judges are holding circuit court for the following reasons. The POCSO Act emphasizes that criminal justice process must be child friendly, and specific provisions are Section 36, which permits the court to conduct the trial in camera and in a child-friendly manner. Section 33(4) prohibit aggressive questions of the child during cross-examination. Section 25 allows video recording of the statement of the child. So, as Honorable Justice Sangam Sahu mentioning that Smruti Tukaram Badade case, this one basing upon that direction in the month of in the year of 2022, by the month of April or May, all 30 district courts were having a VWDC. Now the time has come whether the outlying stations where the POCSO courts are holding circuit courts should have a VWDC. Yes, it should be, but it should be in the line of our VWDC scheme. And VWDC scheme clears it very clearly that how the VWDCs are to be set up. For example, unless there are infrastructural issues, 3 to 4 rooms must be there, and voice analyzer must be there, and video visualizers must be there. So around it comes 50 lakhs per unit minimum, and I hope, I don't have the data, but I hope there might be 70 to 80 circuit courts holding being held by our POCSO courts. So per VWDC establishment, 50 lakhs should be spent, and government has to sponsor this amount for setting up of this VWDC. And that's all about my presentation. I am very sorry if I have overshooted the time. I sincerely thank the Honorable Court for giving me this opportunity to speak very sensitive subjects touching the root of the justice legislation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Patro.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Shri Susanta Kumar Mishra, Chief Judicial Magistrate Puri, to kindly address on the assigned topic.
Please come.
Namaskar. Honorable the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, my Lord C. Justice Harish Tandon, Honorable Judges of High Court of Orissa, honored of the dais present, esteemed district and session judges, respected Chief Judicial Magistrates of the state and other distinguished dignitaries present in today's conference. We are at session 2 of the third day of the district conference. I am the last speaker on the subject selected for deliberation. Before me, the respected district sir has already deliberated out of his rich experience regarding both the subjects, and initially I was entrusted with 2 subjects to be deliberated upon, but the Honorable Chair has directed me to confine my topic to only one topic, that is the revision of staffing patterns of the district courts. Now I proceed to give a short presentation on it. Introduction. The district courts of Odisha play a pivotal role in delivering justice at the grassroots level. However, the absence of a uniform and updated staffing patterns across these courts has led to operational inefficiencies, unequal workload distributions, and delay in judicial process. The current staffing framework, largely based on the standards set in 1982, is outdated and failed to address the evolving demands of modern judicial administration. It is pertinent to mention that after receipt of the proposals from the district and session judges of the states, the Honorable Court, on the basis of the proceedings of the meetings held on 3rd July 1982, in connection with the fixation of yardsticks both in civil side and in terms of the letters of the Home Department dated 31st January 1973, and on the recommendation of the Honorable Justice Sethi Commissions, have been recommending to the state government for creation of various posts for the different justices of the state from time to time. In this regard, it may be mentioned here that the staffing patterns of different courts as prescribed by civil yardstick and criminal yardstick very old, which might have been made according to the pendency position of the case prevailing at that point of time. In contrast, the states like Delhi, Jharkhand, Bihar, and Rajasthan have adopted a standardized staffing patterns ensuring consistency, efficiency, adaptability. It is important to mention here that in recent years, the pendency of case records in the district courts has been steadily increasing. However, the corresponding enhancement in the manpower has not kept pace with the growing workload. I would like to say that the court's functions has been significantly evolved with the introduction of e-court related activities such as implementation of paperless court, e-court management, warrant management system, introduction of N-steps platform for issue and tracking of summons through the electronic means. These technical work demand not only additional time and efforts, but also certain level of technical proficiency. It is pertinent to mention that the existing staffing pattern designed in 1982 and the subsequent recommendation of the Justice Sethi Commission are not adequate to discharge the additional duties of the modern judicial administration. Some of the recommendations made by the Honorable Court for creation of various posts for different justices are pending still before the state government for consideration. Therefore, the current and future needs as to the creation of posts in district judiciary and revised standard staffing pattern needs to be adopted for effective administration of justice. Let us have a glance on the current challenges due to non-uniform staffing. Sir has already deliberated on the subject.
Mr. Misra, we request you to highlight upon the issue, excluding what has been said by Mr. Patro.
Sir.
So, kindly.
Sir, I have prepared the topic, but I am now sliding.
You are
skipping
prepared,
the
you are prepared, all right, but time constraint is there.
My lord.
So whatever you have prepared, we will definitely go through it.
My lord. Why we need the new staffing patterns?
ये दिल्ली झारखंड को छोड़ दो, ओडिशा में आ जाओ.
Sir.
आप देखिए.
Okay. These are the current staffing patterns of different level of the courts of the district judiciary. The Odisha District and Civil Courts Judicial Staff Rules 2008 provides the recruitment process of ministerial staffs. At the same time, Odisha District and Subordinate Court Group D Employee Rules 2021 read with the schemes formulated thereunder provides the provision regarding the recruitment of Group D employees. The said rule abolishes the post of orderly peon, and a new category of posts such as house orderly has been created to work in the residential houses of the judges. The said rule categorically lays down the categorization of Group D post as office peon, binder, process server, gardener, night watchman, and sweeper. The type of entry-level post in the category of office peon have been clearly defined according to the nature of their work. It is to be noted that despite rules for recruitment of staffs and various recommendations by the Commission, the issues relating to the inadequate staffing pattern has not been properly addressed. So now propose the new standardized staffing pattern for district judiciary. The staffing structure and strength of courts within our state's district judiciary vary significantly across justice, with different evidence between courts established in the year 2000 and compared to one established suppose up to 2010. To address this disparities and meet current operational needs, a uniform staffing pattern is proposed. I propose the district court should have two wings, that is administrative wings and judicial wings. Each court in the district judiciary operates with two core functions, that is administrative and judicial. While the judicial wing has received considerable attention, the administrative wing requires strengthening to ensure operational efficiency. To address this, the court may be organized into two different distinct sections. One is administrative office, who would be responsible for administrative tasks including statements, sections, record management, compliance, recruitment matter, inspection and other miscellaneous matters. The bench section will primarily focus on supporting the judicial proceedings. Each administrative office may have a minimum default staffing structure comprising of one administrative officer who will be the head of the administrative office, statistical assistant grade 2 and grade 3, one office assistant and the office piano. Next, support for the outlying stations. The current staffing name may be suggested for redesignations. The staffing patterns may be based on the workload and the criminal. In case of criminal case record, each dealing assistant may handle a maximum 1,000 criminal, and in civil cases that may be considered about 500 cases. The additional chief administrative officer post may be created in all courts in the rank of additional districts and in the outlying stations. Record room should be strengthened and enhanced manpower is needed in account sections. And there should be a dedicated RTI cell. In conclusions, I would like to say that the outdated 1980 norms are ill-equipped to meet the demands of the modern judiciary. By adopting a new standardized staffing pattern, Odisha can enhance the court productivity. This reform is not merely an administrative necessity but a step towards fulfilling the constitutional mandate of delivering timely and equitable justice to all citizens. Thank you.
Thank you. I request Justice Patnaik to say, Samaste kohibe, everybody will. First tell us.
Thanks to the esteemed chair. I also thank Mr. Patro and Mr. Mistro, learned judicial officers, speakers of the topic. The first topic is with regard to revision of staffing pattern. There has been a detailed data shared with us by Mr. Patro, learned issues, so I do not want to repeat. As we know, when a question with regard to staff strength, staff pattern arises, it deals with and with reference to dependency. As we know, rules are in place, and at regular intervals, recruitment is taking place with regard to Group C employees. If not at regular intervals, whenever there is any vacancy and duly notified, the recruitment is taken up by the district courts. The difficulties with regard to the managing the workload, and as we know, if I'm not incorrect, assuming the data which has been provided by Mr. Patro, the numbers of staff do not commensurate the workload. The numbers, if compared with, it is indeed a difficult task, I would say, to manage the workload, and hence the need for the revision of staffing pattern. I would say that on a comparison of the ratio, the staff versus pendency position is lopsided. As far as the approved staff strength is concerned, as I said, the rules are in place and the recruitment is happening every now and then. But even then also, there are certain difficulties being faced by the district courts because the entire vacancy is not filled up. As far as the additional burden of the staff is concerned, it needs an immediate attention. An estimation has to be made by the district courts. Feasibility reports are to be furnished to the High Court. We have to examine, and it has been the experience of all the judicial officers dealing with the courts, the need for having additional staff. In case any such reports are being received by the High Court, we'll definitely process it, and we'll have a consultation with the state government. Recently, we had interactions with learned presiding judges of the tribunals a couple of days before it happened. And some of the presiding judges shared astonishing facts, I would say revelation. In one of the tribunals, it has been informed that the presiding judge is not having a steno. And the bench clerk who is in the court, he happens to be the steno and the clerk. This is the sorry state of affair. And in one of the motor accident claim tribunal at Berhampur, if I am not incorrect, the presiding judge is having no steno at all. So even the approved strength of some of the tribunals are not filled up. So it's a matter of concern, and we need to take care of it. And definitely, I'm sure and hopeful that it would be discussed today with the government officials to participate. As far as the assignments are concerned, I do have a little bit of experience as a district judge at Bhubaneswar. I was having one bench clerk, and he was dealing with around 400 cases per day. And the job of a bench clerk is extremely cumbersome. It is unlike the court masters of the High Court. The bench clerks do write regular routine orders, whereas in the High Court we dictate each and every order. So therefore, with one bench clerk, it is well nigh impossible to manage the task. So I would say that wherever the courts are having huge pendency, we need to have more than one bench clerks. And there is one more issue, that is with regard to the excessive dependence on some of the staffs. So there is a need that other ministerial staff should be engaged. They are to be trained accordingly, so that we need to have substitutes in place of some of the ministerial staffs. Reshuffle of staff is also not taking place, so therefore I would suggest that the learned district judges take care of it. As far as the staff who are having a heavy workload, I would suggest that there should be some special allowance provided to them, at least to encourage the staff to deal with the workload. At last, I would sum up by saying that unless until the issue of pendency workload is managed properly, efficiently, at right point in time, it would have a cascading effect, because we need to understand the difficulties of the ministerial staff, their physical health, mental condition, fitness to work. These are very essential, because there is a need for work-life balance, and if there is any mismatch or imbalance, it would affect the institution at a level which cannot be managed. So this is my suggestion with regard to staffing pattern. I would suggest all the learned districts to furnish the feasibility reports wherever there is a requirement, and we can consider it. As far as the second topic is concerned with regard to the VWDCs, during the first hours, Honorable Chair shared all the details regarding the pendency position. The question is whether we need to have such facilities outside the headquarters at the outlying stations. The pendency position is really alarming, I would say. And what is more important is about the access to justice delivery system. If the outlying courts are having huge numbers in terms of the POCSO Act cases, other cases, definitely the suggestion is most welcome. We need to have VWDC facilities in outlying courts, provided there is pendency. And if there is no pendency, we can examine the vulnerable witnesses at the headquarters, if the headquarters are not at a far-off place. But if the pendency is such where the facility is indeed required, in that case, in the event any such reports are received from the learned district judges, will consider it. This is my view and thoughts on both the topics. I once again thank Honorable Chair for having given me this wonderful opportunity at this event. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Justice Patnaik. It's my brother's request that Justice Das should speak next.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, my Chief Justice, my colleague brothers on the dais and off the dais, learned district judges and Chief Judicial Magistrate and other dignitaries, government officers. In fact, I thought that the person who is sitting on the right is to speak first, so that I could have taken more time, but my brother has taken substantial time from me. So my task is reduced. As it is true that we always get baffled with the docket explosion in the judiciary, and that goes to the root of the case, but at the same time we don't lament for it, because people have reposed confidence in the judiciary for which these cases are being exploded. So we are not very fearful on the aspect that the dockets are getting exploded in the judiciary. The whole thing is that the root of the causes, the disposal of cases also goes to the root of the matter with regard to the staffing. Unless we have a good staffing pattern, we can't also have it possible that the matters can be brought to the board in time and in a proper manner. I remember Mr. Patra was giving the entire figure, and during my tenure as Registrar General in the High Court, we had taken a mammoth work with regarding this staffing pattern for the High Court. And it was really tremendous to ensure a staffing pattern for the High Court, much less to say about District Court. And District Court is having different facet of works, as has been pointed out, administrative side, accounts and other aspects. So very few, at times we don't actually give importance to actual persons or staff who really take interest for the dealing of files. The Supreme Court has also, as well as the Law Commission, had also taken this in a call and had got all the inputs from different states. And it is seen that in place of 350 cases to be dealt with by one staff, 3,500 cases are being dealt with. So with this, a task was taken by the Law Commission but could not be completed as yet. And individually the states have taken their own. Because keeping in view the staff pattern, the government of the respective state need also to give a call on this, because unless the government and the judiciary go in tandem with this, always it happens that the government, Mr. Patra was having probably some anguish with regard to the nature of bureaucratic approach. But it is not bureaucratic approach exactly. They don't understand the uniqueness of taking of the matters in the judicial side and in the administrative side. So we have a unique system that need to be explained to them. And in the past also we have taken various steps suggesting the government to increase the number of posts, creation of posts. For one example I will give, suppose for the cadre of district judge, one court is opened, the government always feels that 9 posts for staffs are given. So out of 9, only 2 staffs are there to deal with the files. And 2 staff will be dealing with 500, 600 files each, because other staffs are for other purposes, accounts, class 4 and other things. So as has already been pointed out time and again, and Brother Justice R.K. Patnaik has also given a very detailed, the case-based staff pattern has to be there, and it has already been there, and such a suggestion has already been mooted from the side of the High Court before the government. Now the call is with the government to see, because without the staff in the core side dealing with the files are improved, we cannot certainly work, no presiding officer can work effectively. As far as the WDC is concerned, yes, my brother Justice has already taken note of every bit of fact that the number of witnesses are being examined, the VWDC centers have been opened, and it again goes with the support of the state government. Unless sufficient funds are there, we are unable to go for the VWD center in every peripherals courts. So this is a need to be taken with the government, and I'll also address to the Honorable Chair to take it as a matter for the Honorable Court to see. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Justice Das. So, I'll urge my brother Justice Nursing to speak a few words on this topic. One thing I just highlighted in the first hour regarding the pendency of these POCSO Act cases in different outlying stations. Apart from that, all of you know that how this BWDC can be utilized for examining the vulnerable witnesses because of that definition. So, you see, the POCSO Act cases, this Act suggests that the time period is 1 year from the date of taking cognizance, the trial is to be concluded. So, speedy justice is one thing, and effective justice is another thing. When a POCSO Act cases are to be held in this BWDC, the effect is something different. So that is how we feel the necessity of this BWDC in the outlying stations, and our circuit courts are going there, huge number of cases on only POCSO Act I have just mentioned. There are other cases like, let us say, murder cases. The wife of the deceased is also a vulnerable witness. So many cases are there. So there is a very need, so when the Finance Secretary is here, I would urge that when the proposal is mooted to the High Court, it should be taken care of. I now hand over the mic to my brother.
Good morning. Before it becomes noon, Honorable the Chief Justice, my esteemed sister and brother judges on and off the dais, my sister and brothers from the District Judiciary, Secretary Finance, who has been intently listening and noting down. We are grateful to you, sir. I need not add any further because I think everything has been flagged off, and the chairman of the committee has been telling me that time is ticking and we are fast approaching the valedictory section. At the outset, I would like to thank both Mr. Patro and CJM Puri, Mr. Misro, for highlighting the issues. The most important thing is lack of manpower, and both have highlighted it in a wonderful way to drive home the point that statistics and facts are completely two different aspects, and facts should not get clouded in statistics. Here I am just reminded of Mark Twain. Facts are stubborn things, but statistics are pliable. The Finance Secretary is here. I will request him to take the cue from Mark Twain and the concern expressed by both Mr. Patro with his rich experience as also the RG of this court and CJ, that we are facing a dearth of manpower in effectively implementing both VWC and POXO Act as the Honorable Chair has said. So I sincerely hope that the Finance Secretary will look into this and come up with suggestions and so that this can be addressed. There is nothing more to add, more meaningful to add. I once again thank all of you for your patience and to the Chair for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Jai Hind.
So, thank you, Justice Patnaik, Justice Narsim and Justice Das. So, these two topics which we just discussed are very important, and in all these two topics, the valuable cooperation of the government is necessary because of the ground level problem which we are facing in dealing with the cases and giving the effective justice to the parties. And very good suggestions have also come from different justice for improvement of the BWDC function, and I told all of you that they all stated that there is a need of setting of the BWDC at the outlying stations. If any suggestions you have got, please give it in writing so that it will be compiled of and we will present our case before the government. Thank you again to all of you for giving us patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. Now we have come to the end of all the technical sessions of District Judges Conference 2025. May I now seek leave of the Honorable Chair to declare the session closed.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, my lord. The session is declared closed. May I now request all the esteemed dignitaries to kindly reassemble for the interactive session with government officials, followed by the valedictory session at 12:15 p.m. Thank you.
ଖାଲି କରା ହେଇଗଲା ଆଉ ଟିକେ ବି ସରିଯିବ ଟିକେ ବାହାରି ଆସିବ ଟିକେ ବାହାରି
କିଏ
ମୋ ଭାଇ ମାନେ
ନାଇଁ ଭାଇ ମାନେ ହଁ ଭାଇ ମାନେ ବାହାରି ଆସିଥିଲେ ଠିକ ବାହାରି ଭୋପାଳରୁ ବାହାରି ଆସିଥିଲେ
କଣ ଆଜି ଗୋଟେ ବଢିଆ ଖବର ଶୁଣିଲି
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
Namaskar, distinguished guests, respected dignitaries, Mr. Satyavrata Sahu, ACS Home, Mr. D.K. Singh, ACS RNDM, Mr. S. Kumar, ACS GNPG, Mr. Y.B. Khurania, DG Police, Mr. Y.K. Jetwa, DG Vigilance, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Mishra, Principal Secretary Finance, and other government officials of the state government. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to this interactive session, which shall be followed by a valedictory session. This platform is not just an exchange of ideas, but an opportunity to learn, to share, and to grow together. Such sessions remind us that knowledge thrives best when it is discussed, debated, and discovered collectively. May I now humbly request Honorable Sri Justice Harish Tandon, the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly embellish the dais, and may I also request respected Registrar General, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Manas Ranjan Pathak, Judge High Court of Orissa, to kindly adorn the dais, and may I also request respected Registrar Vigilance, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge High Court of Orissa, to kindly adorn the dais, and may I also request respected Director Orissa Judicial Academy to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request Honorable Sri Justice Bibhu Prasad Rautray, Judge High Court of Orissa and Chairman of the Committee for the District Judges Conference, to kindly adorn the dais, and may I also request respected Member Secretary OSLSA to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. May I now request our Honorable Chair to accord kind permission to declare the session open. Thank you, my Lord. The interactive session is declared open for the House.
If you permit me, sir, I will lead. If you permit, sir, I will lead.
Welcome all. Again, you have been participating since morning. There were different sessions. So now this is the most important session which we are going to start with. We have to take a stock of the entire things, what emerged since yesterday. There has been discussions on various aspects. The government plays a very, very important role and a significant role in shaping the judicial system. So they cannot themselves keep aloof from there. So their importance is well accepted throughout the country. And the speakers of different sessions have highlighted certain issues. There are certain gaps, there are certain challenges, there are certain shortfalls. I think those need to be introspected and to be debated. I think the discourse would be the best, method of resolving whatever we are really facing a problem. So may I start with this and invite my brother, Justice Rautre. I think he has been tirelessly working for this particular, the entire conference to be organized, to just give a brief idea that what we need and what discussions we should do in this particular session. Yes, Justice Rautre.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Chief Justice and the Chair. So we have so far relating to district judiciary, we had several issues pending with the government. That is the main purpose why this session has been organized. So first, I would just categorize it broadly. That first is alienation of land at different district headquarters. Second, the process of digitization. Third, the filling of vacant posts as discussed in the last district judge conference. And fourth is proper infrastructure that to be provided to different tribunals and also to different courts, district courts. So our registry has prepared a chart-wise that relating to different departments. So I would first say that what is with labor and ESI department. And number one is the provide infrastructure facilities for smooth running of the industrial tribunals at Raulkela, labor courts at Sambalpur and Jaipur, and to ensure the vacant posts are filled up. And second one is to take steps for digitization of case records of the tribunals as well as the labor courts. So this was already intimated to the department, and the department in their letter dated 9th May 2025 had assured that both these works, that is digitization and infrastructure facilities, are under progress. I would kindly request if anyone is present from labor and ESI department to highlight.
Sir, both Industrial Tribunal Bhubaneswar and Labor Court Bhubaneswar
have already been shifted to the new, now functioning in the new judicial court complex at Bhubaneswar, and all the facilities has been extended there, sir. And the digitization process, the tender process has been initiated. So far as the Industrial Tribunal Bhubaneswar is concerned, sir, out of the 19 sanctioned posts, 16 persons are in position, sir. Only 3 vacancies are there. For the junior assistant post, sir, we have sent requisition to the OSSC for filling of the vacancies. Similarly, for 1 post of typist cum dispatcher, sir, we have intimated to the empowered committee for taking necessary action in this matter, sir. For the Labour Court Bhubaneswar, sir, out of the 7 sanctioned posts, 6 persons are in position, sir. Only 1 post, the junior assistant lying vacant. We have intimated to the empowered committee for taking necessary step in this regard, sir. It will be filled up soon. Sir, Labour Court Jaipur, sir, out of the 9 sanctions strength, sir, 7 persons are in position. Only 1 vacancy in ASO level, sir, and steps are being taken to for promotion of the post. Similarly, 1 post of junior assistant lying vacant, sir. We have intimated to empowered committee for allowing to go for the recruitment. For the Labour Court Sambalpur, sir, out of the 9 sanctions strength, sir, 7 persons are position. Only 2 are vacancy, 1 in the rank of ASO and another in the rank of TG Circle, sir. And the ASO post, sir, will be holding, we will taking step for that promotion, sir. Similarly, for Raurkela Tribunal, sir, out of the 12 sanction posts, 9 persons are in position. Only 3 posts are lying vacant. 2 of them are from the rank of junior assistant, and we have already intimated to empower committee, sir. All these posts vacant in the rank of junior assistant, we are taking steps, sir. It will be filled up shortly, sir.
What about the digitization process?
Sir, digitization, we are in touch with UCAC, sir, for starting the digitization.
So because we are also conducting digitization at district court level.
Sir.
So please take steps for digitization of all the records.
Sir.
And
it should be in the
yes. Within a time bound manner.
Now,
yes,
now
sir.
we are grappling with we are everywhere. We are grappling with the space. There is a space constraint. Now the digitization is the only solution that if you could start with, then we can really combat that particular the situations.
Yes, sir.
Secondly, in the last session yesterday also, we were having a very open discussions, and the debates were there that how we can embrace the technologies into it.
Sir.
So why not in the tribunal also, the technologies to be put, and therefore everything is to be done on the basis thereof, so that we can get away with the voluminous registers which are to be maintained.
Sir.
And we can do this particular thing in a more the robust manner. We have to just take care of that.
Sir.
So why don't you take these tribunals are also required to be technological, the compliance.
Sir. Sir, we'll be discuss this matter with UCAC, sir, and we'll take as per the advice of the Honorable
Yes,
Chief Justice, sir.
please look at it.
Sir.
Yes. The next I would come to the Higher Education Department relating to the issues to the Education Tribunal. So, Higher Education Department, the issues are that many posts are lying vacant there, and second is that there is a huge pendency in the Education Tribunal. So, what would be the suggestion that either you execute the orders of the tribunal or you challenge it in the higher forum, so that pendency can be reduced, because the someone getting a order in his favor, then coming for execution, then again you are not responding, that is the issue. So either you have every right to challenge it, so either you challenge it or implement it, so that the pendency will be reduced. And the second is to fill up the vacancies. So I would require your answer.
Sir, namaskar sir. I am Director Higher Education Kali Prasanna Mahapatra. Sir, as regards to execution cases, sir, we are taking expeditious steps so to minimize it, and in the last couple of months we have reduced it, but not substantially. Sir, we are planning to have a roadmap for that, and we'll be definitely completing the execution cases with all priority and with all sincerity as it is required. Secondly, regarding sir vacancies in the SCT sir, we have already posted 3 persons there, engaged there. So I had a discussion with the PO sir, and the process is sir, they have the, but if they require further manpower, we will provide sir. But presently sir, we have 3 persons in place. Regarding the digitization process sir, we have a scanning machines there. We have started scanning, doing the scanning works, and all the digitization process is going on sir. Regarding the third issue, sir, there was a question of, there was a directive to have a virtual system there, virtual system working there. So that also we took steps, sir. We had written to OCAC, and OCAC was to submit a estimate. So they have submitted it, and immediately we are going to place orders tomorrow, because today is a holiday and yesterday was a holiday, sir. On Monday we'll be having, sir, direction to the OCAC, so to implement it, it's around 25 lakhs. We'll do it, sir. Within 15 days, sir, we hope to get it instrumental. So the digital.
So in the virtual hearing system, which is one of the issues I wanted to come next. So because it's a tribunal, you know, education cases are all over, coming from the all over state. So how do you plan to meet virtual hearing in from all over the state?
So exactly, sir. That is what I went to meet the Honorable PO sir at City, and as per his discussion, as per the requirement of the High Court, sir, we are taking steps, and accordingly the plan and model that they are in force, that will be enforced, sir. That will be done, sir.
Okay.
Digitization, sir, as I, sir, also I discussed this matter with the, that figure, sir, I don't have, but sir, it is going on, sir. If the requirement is more, and if it is required that more and more scanners are to be installed, sir, we will be doing, sir. We absolutely have, we can. Sir, there are, sir, it is alarming. I took over, sir. Sir, we are, sir, that is a matter of worry for us, sir. We are trying to take, sir, expeditious steps. It will be, sir, we are trying to come down, sir, obviously, sir.
Another issue is that mere digitization will not really solve the problems. The validation is also very much necessary. So how you ensure the validation of those digitized records?
Sir, if it is required, it has to be kept also in the cloud and all that computing and all that.
So it's the validation that the digitization is scanning of everything is done, because there may be error, and how to do it.
Sir.
So that is also very much necessary, that if we go for a destruction of a record after their same is digitized, and it is not up to the mark, and all the documents have not been scanned properly, or is not legible, there is some optical obscurity which we can see from there, then validation is very much necessary. Somebody has to take a responsibility.
So then, sir, yes, sir, we at our also in offices, we have also ensured this, because we are also having files lying from years together, and the method for that is also that we have to check every page out of it, and we take it ki, sir, particular file has this number of pages in correspondence side and in note side. We ensure it and we keep it, and sir, then we go for the scanning. It is taken in a very systematic manner and kept back, and the files, the physical files are kept, and the scanned ones are also done. So that is how we have done it, sir. If it is required to revisit that and see that it is to be ensured.
True, that is what we wanted. That
sir,
there should
definitely.
be. Because that is lacking everywhere. I have found that validation is not really done in a proper manner. It's done randomly.
So we haven't, sir, I think, but sir, that is there, sir, we have to. We'll have a SOP, proper SOP for that, so that there will be little less chance of, minimum chance of any pilferage or any lost cases, files getting lost and all that, sir.
Pilferage may be deliberate. We are speaking of negligence while scanning, because one page may not be scanned completely. From the edge, a portion is missing, or one page you may have missed. Then we face difficulty in court when we take the scan records and we find 2 pages are missing or 2 pages are illegible. So that quality has to be maintained, that the scanning is done properly. Otherwise, there is no purpose in scanning documents.
So while making digitization, you take personal care so that it is legible and it is accurate. He's saying within 25 days.
So we'll ensure that we'll be using more I will be in touch with the SET and as per their requirement, if they say that more manpower is required and all that is done and the SOP that is followed in the higher courts also, we'll be ensuring that, absolutely.
So in the first hour, we are having discussions that when, as per the Honorable Supreme Court's decisions, we are calling for the soft copy of the trial court records. What are coming to us are not legible, and that is why we are constrained to call for again the original records. So there is some latches at the ground level that they were not doing it proper scanning, and that is the anxiety which has been expressed by the learned district judges, and also we feel it every day. So that should be addressed to, that is the requirement, that proper scanning machine should be there. They are taking charge page-wise, but they should be put to task that if this is the nature of scanning, then what would be the utility when it comes to the High Court? How can the judges look into it and decide the case when that page is not legible? And you are sending the records, soft copy. So that is the ground level problems.
So definitely, sir, we will be, that is the utmost need of the hour, because if it is to be kept for posterity, we have to ensure that it is done properly. Sir, we will be definitely seeing to that.
So only my concern was this, and the advice is that it should be done simultaneously.
Lordship, with the
When you
permission
are
of the chair.
starting a digitization, it should be done simultaneously also. The validation is also required to be done in this way. Oh.
In fact, we are stuck with the OCAC. The empaneled vendors are not up to mark. The logistic support that they are giving is not very up to date. So that is how we are not getting proper vendors for that. Nobody is there from OCAC. Who is there from OCAC? Yes.
Sir, I am Special Secretary Electronics and IT Department at COCAC, sir. Sir, we have attended various meetings, and honorable judges have already expressed their concern over this to improve the quality of the scanning and including the agencies, sir. Sir, in fact, sir, we have gone already for a re-empanelment of the vendors, sir, and the process has already been completed and the evaluation is going on. We'll try our best to keep only good vendors empaneled, so that this quality would be improved, and will ensure all machineries and manpower of quality standard would be deployed, sir.
Oh, that is very, very, very enlightening. No difficulty on that. Whether there is a monitoring mechanisms, whether there is any kind of accountability you have fixed, because we have been seeing that some the vendors, they are not really working to our need. So in that event, what is to be done? Because you are outsourcing those, you have created a pool of empaneled vendors and you are hiring them. But whether they are really discharging their duty, any monetary mechanisms, are you going and randomly checking up whether they are really doing it? Are you coming to us discussing that what are your problems which you are facing in a constant manner?
Sir, actually, the monitoring mechanism was in place, was not so satisfactory, sir. Sir, in the meantime, sir, we have assigned 3 dedicated resources for this monitoring. Sir, we will definitely do on a weekly basis monitoring and a field visit also of our staff, and we'll apprise Honorable Court in between, intermittently, and take the views, and we will definitely, sir, improve upon our quality of works at all places, sir.
Another thing, just I want to add it. I think you are also dealing with these internet things in court.
Yes, sir.
So you know that in the VWDC center, and while recording evidence from the by mode, we are facing a lot of problem. So let us say I had gone to Puri few days back. I was sitting in the VWDC center, and for one witness, a seizure witness, it took almost 45 minutes because he was not audible. Mate suni paruchanti. So this is the thing, practically difficulty they are facing, this internet problems. And that creates the main reason for delay in disposal of the cases. So the same authority has been given that there is no check that how that problem can be reduced. Centers are there, we have opened up centers, but internet problem is there. This is the ground reality. How can you, please give your suggestion that how it can be done?
Sir, actually at each locations the quality means bandwidth requirement versus the availability will study, sir. And whatever the optimum requirement for this interaction two-way communication, you would be ensuring, sir, so that these glitches will not come into force in future. Sir, we will be careful and study all these locations, requirement versus availability, and we will ensure that whatever required bandwidth, we will ensure that bandwidth at all those locations so that this will not be repeated, sir.
Now we will move to.
Now, I have one suggestion. I have one suggestion to my brothers and you also. If we, because we were writing a letter to you flagging all those issues, and the letters, you know what happened. Sometimes replied, sometimes kept in a, I do not know, it's a ice box or somewhere else, nothing happens. So if there can be a physical meeting, either on a monthly basis or a bi-monthly basis, so that you personally with your staff, with our members, if they can interact, and then the issues are being discussed, I think that would really improve whatever the system which are on place. So I request to my brothers who are also there in the committee, if they can, if they
sir,
feel,
with the permission of the chair, sir.
Yes.
If they can have a meeting with the IT committee of the High Court every
that
month,
is what I was
that
thinking.
will be
Yes.
that will be.
If it is
proper.
a monthly basis or a bi-monthly, whatever.
Yes,
is subject to
whatever,
this.
sir. Whatever, sir.
So this discussion, and if you find time and sit with the committee, I think that would really help both you and the.
Sir, it is very welcoming suggestion, sir.
Sir, this is, sir, we will attend all these meetings and we will improve upon, sir. Sir, namaskar.
Next, we will move to Department of Cooperation with regard to the issue to fill up vacant posts there and also for digitization purpose. If anyone from Cooperation Department. All right, I bring it to the notice of ACS Revenue to convey this. And okay, next, the Transport Department. Transport Department, we discussed in the last meeting also. So in the last DJ conference, to fill up the posts and to develop the infrastructure for smooth functioning and properly maintenance of the buildings. And secondly, to take steps for commencement of digitization of case records of the tribunals and to provide facility for virtual hearing of the cases and tribunals.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. I am Additional Secretary, Commerce and Transport Department. Regarding this vacancies that exist in the tribunals, sir, we have already re-engaged some retired people as OSDs, and also are deploying staff from our collectorates also. So
But
that
when, sir?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have got it with me, sir. Yeah. STAT Kotak, sir, one junior assistant. He has been, he was re-engaged previously, and his tenure has been extended.
When?
Sir, on 22nd.
22nd of this month?
Sir. See, he actually retired just
You see, when we discussed with the tribunal, the presiding officer of the tribunal, he expressed that he has only one steno to work there. No one else is there. So he has a huge pendency of records. Who will write unless he has a bench clerk or court master, how can he maintain the records? And he has only one stenographer.
No, sir, actually,
How he will manage
MSCT Sambalpur.
No, it is Kotak. I am asking. I am seeking. I am stating for Kotak.
Actually, there is one, sir.
Because under the statute, they have to do it.
Senior stenographers, they have got one, sir.
Only one staff is there. Nothing more. Do you understand?
The details I am telling, sir. Just STAT. There is one secretary STAT vacant, sir. One post.
One, sir. Listen, sir. Listen, please listen, sir. So there is only one stenographer working there. Now you have deputed one another staff on 22nd of this month.
Yes.
So there is only two staffs.
Sir.
So kindly do something to fill up the staffs within as early as possible.
Sir.
Otherwise, how the tribunal will work? So when you say that you will fill up all the posts, by which time?
Timelines are 1 month.
Are you aware about the pendency of the case in MSCD Cutter?
No, sir.
Once you know it, you will expedite,
Sir.
I think.
Sir.
And we will record your submission that you are undertaking to fill up these
Yes, sir.
within 1 month.
Sir.
Okay.
Second thing, sir, regarding this repair and renovation of the offices, we have already, sir, moved the works department, and the works, some work has been done. Actually, I believe Sambalpur they have completed. The other areas also they are working, sir. So last year we are taking care, sir.
What about digitization?
Digitization, sir, actually regarding first thing I would say, sir, regarding this conference facility, it was instructed to install it during the repair and renovation process, sir. And I don't, we have not yet got any complaint regarding this conference facility, sir.
No, I am not asking about conference facility. Digitization of records. As you have heard in case of higher education and OCAC, what
yes, sir.
steps you are taking for digitization?
Sir,
digitization of all the records.
Sir, actually, we'll take steps, sir. Actually, first time we are actually getting
No,
this
it was discussed in the last district judge conference also, and you had assured to take action, but no action has been taken.
We'll take immediate steps, sir. We'll do it.
Sir, sir, you are sitting to Sambalpur and Berhampur. Very sorry state of affair.
That's what
only a few days back we had an interaction with the tribunals, and in Sambalpur and Berhampur. Do you have the input? Please,
Yes, I have.
if you have the input, please come up.
Yes.
Or else simply, if you say that, no, I will take care of it, it will not do, sir.
Sir, actually, sir,
Kindly, see.
I am starting.
What is the staff position in Sambalpur?
Sambalpur, sir, one senior stenographer. Actually, he retired.
What is this sanction strength and how many work?
One post is lying vacant, sir. And
Only?
Yes.
In Sambalpur?
Senior stenographer.
Only one is manning, sir.
Yes. And actually, he has been re-engaged, sir.
He has been re-engaged, yes, correct.
One is manning, not
only one
is
staff
vacant.
is there and he has been
One is
re-engaged.
manning.
One senior stenographer that was lying vacant, we have re-engaged him, sir. And one junior assistant. One junior assistant post is lying vacant, but that post has been deployed from RTO office. One staff is deployed from RTO office, and actually there is no other vacancies. And Berhampur, sir, there is no problem.
Yes, District Berhampur is here. Kindly.
In Berhampur MSCT there is no steno at all. So for the seeing the difficulty of the learned PO, I have deputed a steno from my side, from my office to work there. And there are also other posts there lying vacant, and now they are on strike. and that is the reason why there is none also to open his email of the office. That is the state of affair there. So kindly do it, sir. Kindly depute staff.
What are you saying, sir? Barampur and Sambalpur.
No, Sambalpur, sir, Barampur, sir.
I think you have no information.
No, sir, I have got everything.
No.
Sir, this is one junior assistant. He has been deployed from the RTO Ganjam. And one senior assistant post that is lying vacant, sir, that is a promotional post. As the junior assistant post is actually vacant, so it is a promotional post, so it will take time, sir. Actually, once one is, we have filed the requisitions with the Odisha Subordinate Staff Commission, sir, for direct recruitment. For the time being, we are deploying people from the either RTO office or our collectorate, or we are re-engaging people, sir.
No, sir, please provide him a steno at least.
Without a steno, how a judge can work?
Yes.
Sir, definitely.
There is pendency of more than 3,000 case records there.
Sir.
These are the decisions which are taken in the earlier one, and the request has been made, and you say that it will be immediately done. Last time also same thing. We do not know what is the definition of immediate in your dictionary. Sorry to say it.
Sorry, sir.
I think twice or thrice we have requesting you, kindly give us the statistics. What is the sanction strength and how many are in place? Kindly please, so that the House will know what is the position, so that we can address this issue. Because the last time, as Honorable Justice Rautray said, last time this issue was flagged but not addressed. We are again grappling with it. So kindly let us take this forward and let us have a timeline on this. And that can only be done only when we know the statistics.
Sir, actually, I have got the details, sir, but as I committed, sir. Sir, here
So please
I have got
come, don't come without data.
It is
You have no proper data, sir.
And it would be better, I would suggest that one day you please go to that MSCT Ganjam, sit there for some time, see the records, and see how the presiding officer working with what type of pain. You can realize the position, and you will take expeditious step. That would be the reality.
Sir.
Next, we will now move to SC/ST department. So on the issues that to fill up vacant posts of head clerk, that is secretary, and junior clerk, one computer knowing, for smooth running of the work-up tribunal. And second, the most important is that to provide the work-up tribunal a government accommodation. So still work-up tribunal is working in a rented accommodation with shortage of these staffs.
Good afternoon, sir. Regarding vacancy, there are 4 sanction strength in the tribunal, and out of 4, 2 are in the position, and 2 are vacant, sir. One is head clerk and one is junior assistant. And we have made requisition to the Staff Selection Commission, and since it will take time, we have also requested collector to fill up the vacancy. So it will be sorted out, sir, very soon. Within 15 days, sir, we will ensure.
No, madam, listen, on the last DSA conference last year also, it was highlighted that to fill up the vacant posts and to arrange a government accommodation for functioning of the tribunal. See, the tribunal is functioning in a rented house, it does not look good.
Sir, regarding building, sir, it has already been sorted out. Earlier issue was relating to the land, and it has sorted out, and now it is under construction, sir. It has
Where it is?
It is in the Cuttack collectorate, old collectorate area, sir.
Old collectorate means Cantonment Road.
Yes.
It is under construction.
Under construction, sir.
Please intimate in writing to the tribunal.
Yes, sir. 6 crores we have already released 1 year back, and it has already construction.
No, the agency has been appointed.
Yes, yes. Yes, and it is started, sir. It has already started.
Already started. Please intimate it in writing to the work of tribunal.
Yes, yes.
And also take steps for filling of the vacancies, and also with regard to digitization.
Sure.
Okay. Then we will move to revenue and disaster management to provide on the issues of providing sufficient infrastructure facilities for smooth running of the Land Acquisition and Rehabilitation and Resettlement Authorities Tribunal at Barampur, Kotak and Sambalpur. Number 2, to fill up the vacant posts for smooth functioning of these LAR and R authorities at 3 places. And third one is to make sufficient budgetary provision in order to avoid financial difficulties. So any response? And this has been communicated immediately after, sir, the last DJ conference in the year 2024, and till date no response has yet been come.
Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable Judges, sir, with your kind permission, I will try to answer all the cases related to Revenue Department, because only these Lara courts have been mentioned, but land, I think, is also a big issue for both the High Court and district courts and peripheral courts. So there is some issue, sir, with clerical cadres, because all my colleagues are answering that they will take some time, but in fact, so the genesis was that about a year back, or more than a year back, it was decided that all the district level cadres of clerks will be merged in one cadre at the level of collector. Because, sir, you know, the biggest cadre is the revenue cadre, which is directly under the collector. And then you have small cadres like excise, mining, transport. So now what happened that about a year back, it was decided that all these cadres will be merged, and there will be only one cadre which will be under the collector. And from there, the clerical cadre, which are called ministerial cadres, will go to different offices. Because it was felt that some small cadres like 3 clerks, 4 clerks, they are remaining in one particular office for a long time, and that is creating some unhealthy practices. But unfortunately that could not work out, and then again we have gone back to each departments having their own cadre, and then still now the district ministerial, revenue ministerial cadre is being revived. So it will cover many departments, like biggest is collectorate, sub-collectorate, and all other places, and some departments will also take it. So the issues being raised about the huge vacancy in clerical cadres in all departments is that all these cadre rules are now in the process of formulation. So we are not able to fill up the vacancies. So once these cadre rules are, because in government they will go to GA, get concurrence, then they will go to finance, then they will go to law, and after that again cabinet we have to approve. So we are all changing these issues. So like let us say in revenue, there are about 2,000 vacancies. And then promotions are also not being filled up. So sorry, it will take some time because the whole process has been restarted now. And then after that, earlier when we were collectors, the recruitment was being done at collectors level. Now Subordinate Staff Selection Commission is doing recruitment for the whole clerical cadre of the state. So what I will say that it will take some time, and but all the departments are in very, like I have sent, my revenue department has the biggest, maybe about 10,000 clerks, out of which all these cadres will go. Then heads of department cadre is there. So sir, on the personnel part, we have to be, because the earlier decision has been overturned, so now it will take some time because the new cadre rules are to be revised. Sir, of course, my friend SCSGA will elaborate on that, but sir, if you permit me, I will also tell about the land issues which you mentioned.
Yes.
Sir, on district judicial complexes, at 10 sir, what we do, because sir, the sanction of land takes some time. Like it starts from Tahsildar, then go to collector, then divisional commissioner, then member, then to government, depending upon the size of the land. So we give advance possession immediately. So at 10 places, advance possession has been given where it was asked for, 10 judicial complexes at district level. And in one case, ROR has also been issued. But once advance possession is given, there is no problem in starting the construction, and that is how I was Home Secretary, sir, before that. So I am aware about this issue, and work starts. in peripheral judiciary also, about 58 places, the land has been, advanced position has been given, and 6 places, ROR has also been corrected. Now, earlier the ROR was being corrected in name of Home Department, now it is being corrected in the favor of Law Department as per the direction of the Honorable High Court. So, sir, that we review very seriously. But here, sir, I will, and one issue, of course, sir, about Honorable High Court, because I have got a letter from the Honorable High Court that about a few acres of land, 11 acres, starting from the present High Court. I was, sir, Collector Cuttack from 2003 to 2007, so I know about all the things. So now, after High Court, there is Board of Revenue, then Divisional Commissioner, and Collectorate, and Sub-Collector. These are big offices, big public offices. So, in fact, we were also thinking, because of heavy rush and so the number of people coming to the judicial complexes, including the Honorable High Court, has increased. So we have identified a place where the Collectorate and the Divisional Commissioner and the members' office, this will go. That place has been identified, and recently Honorable Chief Minister has laid the foundation stone of Collectorate building. But as of today, no fund has been placed or no plan has been even prepared for Board of Revenue, which is a bigger office, because, sir, it houses members' court and many other revisional courts and other offices also. So, sir, in principle, we are vacating, but, sir, you will appreciate that these are also very important offices, Collectorate and...
Sir, what about that building where the SAT and CAT was functioning? CAT is also now functioning.
The members' office, sir.
No, that's a, what is that building?
Member Board of... Sir, say, member office nahi achi. Then member, in one floor this is there, then transport department is there. So lots of offices are there, and all the regional courts, CLRC, LRC, all these offices are there. So
what we say that if we are planning to give it to the High Court, these construction activities are going on there in that building, as we found also.
No, sir. I will just, a piece of land has been identified just near the ring road, where for the time being the fund has been sanctioned for Collectorate building. So that I am telling that Honorable Chief Minister has laid the foundation stone a few days back. So that is starting. Now we have to sanction money for board, which will be a bigger building, because it will house all these offices, and then Tahsildar and Sub-Registrar. So, because from here up to almost Ring Road, the whole thing will go. So, in principle, we are agreeing, but we just can't vacate those offices without having the accommodation. So, that will take minimum 3 years. So, 3 years' time, all this will be vacated, and all other places, land is being provided at the earliest. Sir, if I can make one request, that I am finding very difficult to give land to anybody in suitable location. Urban area, almost no land is there for any office. And we are getting requisitions from not only judiciary, but also other offices. So I will suggest that I'm telling all other departments also that the time has come when both for offices and residences, we have to plan to go vertical, because now land is absolutely not available. And if we give land 10 kilometers away from town, it doesn't serve any purpose. So that is a submission from the Revenue Department, which I would like to make. And second, sir, if I can say, that wherever any existing office is there, and there, if for expansion or something, a request is made, there it becomes difficult. So let us try to find vacant place, and secondly, try to go vertical.
No, we appreciate what you say about it. Now, because of the urbanization and the rapid growth, so far as the infrastructure, the lands, I understand we are not really away from the realities. We are quite conscious of this. But the difficulty is that how the works are being done. We are more on those aspects. There is a assurance in principle the decision has been taken. But whether that has come in the reality, As my brother just now informed me that there was already a land allotted for a staff quarter in the Kata. The land has been done, sanction has already been done, everything is done. Only thing is that it has to be converted from agricultural to the homestead. For this purpose, the entire matter is put at halt. This is what is the department which can be done. I think it does not require any deliberation thereupon. It is only a conversion, because the purpose was agricultural land you have given, now it is to be used as a homestead land. So that has to be, record has to be corrected in this regard,
No,
which
sir,
is not being done.
No, sir, I'm sorry, sir, but somehow I'm not aware of this. Is this the CDA land which has been given for, last time it was given for residential complex?
Member secretary is there. Yes, member secretary.
It is.
He will be able to tell you.
No, but
He's a registrar.
I don't know because last time we gave that land.
Yes, that land is to be converted.
No, but I am sorry because during my period as Home Secretary, this land was earmarked for quarters complex.
Sir, with the permission of chair, may I compliment Mr. Singh? In his usual eloquence, he has avoided all the issues. First of all, restructuring of cadre. He said that we have to close down the courts. No appointment to be made. And Mr. Singh was himself the Home Secretary when he approved within 7 days the district court complex land in Baripada. He was himself the Home Secretary. It was approved within 7 days. So why it will not be done now? Why it can't be done?
Yes, sir. Court land will be approved within 7 days wherever it is available. Sir, if you remember.
So it is your duty to find out.
Sir, you remember in Baripada, the only land available was within the jail complex.
Yes.
So 60 acres in Baripada, the only land available is 60 acres land of jail. There is no other land in Baripada. I was urban collector also.
Right.
So out of that, we gave first to the judiciary, and then now we have given to the collectorate. So if land is, and if you remember, I used to attend the building committee meeting of the Honorable High Court. So collector, district judge, collector, they were jointly identifying land. And I am only submitting, sir, that it is better to identify vacant land so that immediately advance position, that Baripada also, sir, the advance position was given immediately.
Right.
The alienation will take time.
So you deserve compliment on 2 counts. Baripada and avoiding the issue.
No, and Katak, the big residential complex, also land was given. Now this news has come to me that it is not converted, because ideally, sir, this is done at the Tahsildar level. But it can be done immediately. I don't think there is any, unless there is some. No, sir, conversion sabu jo hai Tahsildari ka.
There are many instances it has been brought to our notice that everything has been done, but the alienation process is still at
only the advance
cold,
position is given.
I would say cold storage level.
So particularly the
Why
revenue
not the
department has to
alienation
be
be
proactive.
started?
Sir, I said it, I told, sir, that in out of 10 district judicial complexes, 1 advance position given for all places, and it has no problem in going ahead with construction, everything. 1 ROR has been corrected, which you say alienation. In peripheral judiciary, 58 places given, 6 ROR corrected. I will personally take that as per, because different hierarchies are there, small land is there, then it can be done earlier. But I can assure you that wherever land is available, within 7-8 days we'll give advance position so that the work can start, everything can be done, and before the work is completed, I will ensure that all the RORs are correct.
So that is what we really wanted to impress upon all of you, because you have to just treat the judicial side or a higher side because of the very unique way of functioning. It cannot be standardized with all other departments. So there the footfalls are very heavy, the peoples are coming, the infrastructures have to be in place. Unless there is a, the conducive environment which is being given, we can't extract the best potential from our manpowers. So all these things we have already flagging those issues. And if we are in a dearth of those spaces, then at least the spaces have to be found out. Because it's a government whose constitutional obligation is to provide all the infrastructures for the judiciary. So this is what we are really trying to flag. And there are many issues. I think the Registrar General is aware of some issues where the land alienation or something is still at a,
Sir,
so
sir,
he will be
sir,
able to highlight
Sir,
those.
I will also give one suggestion, sir, if you kindly allow,
Yes.
that one, let the district judge, district collector, the High Court may direct a small committee who can identify the land wherever required. And sir, I think Honorable High Court has a building committee, and I am volunteering that once in a quarter I will attend the meeting, and any pending issue will be sorted out immediately.
Yes.
Very good. Because many things, sir, we are also not aware. Things
Yes, that is what we wanted, because I have been noticing in a very short span of time when I came here, say everything is done on a black and white, the letters are going, the approvals, some queries are being asked, replies being given, but still there is no result which I can see. So that is why my suggestion was, if there is a periodical meeting on a monthly basis or a bi-monthly basis, and if all the higher officials, if you come and attend the meeting, at least across the table you will be able to know many things, and you will be able to resolve those problems. Only thing is that you have to come and attend, which is also a very
Sir,
big question mark.
Sir, many honorable judges will certify that I never missed any committee as long as I was Home Secretary.
No, and it is not, it is not only for you, sir.
It is at the district judge.
District judges
District judges, sir, I will direct all the, if any direction is given by the High Court, that let there be a building committee at district level also, under the chairmanship.
Sir, district is
already there.
I will direct the district collectors to attend. And sir, I am suggesting, if the building committee calls me also once in a quarter, I will attend and sort out the issue.
Sir, every month there used to be a meeting, and the district collectors and SP were required to attend, but they are not attending.
I will immediately direct all the collectors to attend it. No problem.
Complaints are being mentioned that warrants are not executed. So unless the SP comes, how can it be sorted out? They are telling this work, that work. So that is the ground reality, sir, we are facing, and that is why we are asking.
It will be ensured, sir. I do that.
Your Lordship, as per the last discharge resolution, a nodal officer was appointed in each district, but in spite of that also we are grappling with that issue, and they are not addressing the issues, my lord. Okay. And we are facing the alienation problem everywhere. And mainly we are grappling with the issues regarding the forest land, gochar land. Those lands are government should, that was a specific direction, the government should alienate the land free of all encumbrances. Government cannot put burden on us. They have to take care of this.
Yes, there is also one that's information that came, because whenever the government is approached that now this land which you are identifying for this purpose, judicial purpose, those are gochar land, or those are some kind of special kind of a land, which requires, the purpose, ROR, to be corrected in this regard. So what they are doing is that they are imposing us to approach and then do it, instead of doing themselves. I think the Registrar General is flagging that issue, that why it should be entrusted upon us. When you are allotting a land, you ensure that the land is free from all the encroachments. There is no problem in going ahead with that. So that is what you impress upon the DM or the collectors of the respective districts, so that at least the High Court is not going and taking all such steps.
In fact, sir, here, the issue is very correct, but that is why I am saying that identification of a suitable land is the first and most important duty, because if it is forest, the Lordship knows that what trouble will be facing going up to even Ministry of Forest and Environment. It will take years, if not months. So immediately, I have a monthly meeting with all my revenue officers, starting from collector downward. So we should try as far as possible to identify land which is not of this type, because we are entering into a problem. Number two, the gochar which he is talking about, in Odisha we call it rakhita. It means that it has been reserved for some other public purpose. Now it also starts through a process, because you have to find identified equivalent gochar land. So first try to avoid the problem as far as possible. And secondly, sir, the rules are that whoever is the requisitioning authority, he has to apply. But I assure you, sir, that we will handhold and we will ensure that all the things are done. But first I will try that not to enter into this type of controversial lands and try to give as free a land as possible.
Lordship, with the permission
My
of
brother is critical on this particular use of this word. That's a requisitioning authority. High Court or the courts are never a requisitioning authority. It is a constitutional obligation of the government to provide all the infrastructures to the High Court. Only thing is that we will just flag this particular issue that this is what we want.
Yes.
There's nothing more than that.
So with the permission of Chair, I may be permitted to say something.
Yes.
In Ganjam, in the year 2023, Collector, District Judge and the Building Committee of this court identified a land and Collector assured to give that land. Subsequently, Collector wrote to the letter to the Director of Settlement, and now they are refusing to give that land, so the construction work is now pending. Though they have assured, now they are refusing.
I know this issue because their settlement office is functioning.
Yes.
I flagged this issue.
But they
That
have
if any, please understand me, if any office is functioning, it will be a problem. Because now where do I take that office?
But you have assured in the
2020. I'm not denying that, but it will be better if I tell the truth here. You see, I was submitting to the Honorable, His Lordship, Honorable Chief Justice, that if any public office is functioning, and if you decide that tomorrow you give that land to me, where will that office go? It is also a public office. I am aware about this issue, but we have to first, like Collectorate or Board of Revenue or Divisional Commissioner Office, first I have to construct an office and shift them there, and then only that land can be vacated.
Now our construction is standstill. We are not progressing for the district court building.
It is a vacant land.
I may be permitted.
District Ganjam is there.
That building is a dilapidated building, according to your letter also, sir. So during field verification, it has been found
There is
that
no occupancy. It is not functional.
rather
It is not functional.
no, my lord.
So there is
Settlement
no
office
difficulty,
is running in a full-fledged new building there in another place of the town, and that building is totally dilapidated, and one to two banyan trees, they have ruptured the building, and for that, my lord, the entire breaking process and everything has come to the standstill. The bar which was standing nearby, that has been broken down before my joining there. So now the bar members for last 1 year, they are taking shelter under a tin set. So now their disappointment and anger is mounting on the judiciary. So now the Director of Revenue, he has written down a letter to the Additional Chief Secretary that that building cannot be handed over to the judiciary at the cost of the Revenue Authority. So according to their letter only, that is a dilapidated one, and I have personally also visited, and there is no office is running.
Yes,
So immediate step may be taken so that the dismantling function can be proceeded with.
Now, your lordship, the highest court of the state will decide the dispute between settlement authorities and. But sir, you leave it to me. Within 15 days, I will find out what is the issue and sort it out.
Sort it out. Yes, within 15 days it will be sorted out.
Thank you, ma'am.
So good cross-examination done.
I will next move to finance, the much awaited department with many issues. So finance department, we have the issues are regarding first regarding the digitization in that cell tax tribunal, and second one is to fill up the vacant posts at different levels at different district courts, and creation of leave reserve vacancies, creation of so many posts, and creation of dedicated post in district and sessions courts for the statistical data, for different other purposes. These are the issues.
Yes,
so
sir.
different letters have been sent and these are pending and not sanctioned.
Yeah, there are several issues, sir. As per my reports, the creation of post, many places like ILR Cuttack, there we have sanctioned out, I think 15 were asked and 8 have been sanctioned, and one, then one post of the judicial indexer that has been created. Then revisit of the proposal, we have agreed that another 8 posts what to be done. Then there was one proposal for deputation of one senior OFS officer. So I have been informed that Mr. P.K. Tripathi, he has been appointed, sir. I have just joined today. I am completing a month, sir, actually in the assignment. So I have taken my best efforts to review each individual issue. Then there were creation of the 2 posts of process server for the Court of Civil Justice Senior Division, Umar Court. So initially, Finance Department had not agreed. Now in the meantime, process server have been agreed for creation for various courts, and we have revisited. We will be this once Home Department submits, we will approve this, sir. Then there were also creation of various posts in different cadres of the Justice of Nayagarh. This also has been decided. Law Department will prepare a standard staffing pattern, and I just fortunate to attend the last technical session on the staffing pattern. So that discussion I have noted down, and once we create that, the number of posts for different justice, and I think we'll agree to that. There will be no issue. Then there was creation for more posts, superintendent level 2 in the cadre of typist. Same in Nayagarh. This also, it has been agreed upon that Law Department actually was advised, but in this case we have said that individual that proposal comes, we will approve that. Creation of 1 post of superintendent level 2 in typist cadre for justice, of both. But unfortunately, this has not been received in Finance Department. I will have to check through what is the missing link. It could be that our people have not adopted it, but I will check with Law and the Home Department, the proposals. Then there are proposal for creation of more posts, superintendent level 2 in the cadre of typist, upgradation of the scale pay of post of Seristedar, now designated as administrative officer in the Court of Civil Justice, Navarampur, from level 8 to level 10. This also has not been received. So once it is done, we'll do. Then upgradation of post of senior stenographer in the Family Court, Navarampur. Finance Department has already concurred on this proposal. So I think that this may be confirmed. Creation of more posts of superintendent level 2 and superintendent level 1 in the cadre of typist in the Justice of Devgarh. Again, this issue has been referred back stating that what is the standard staffing pattern. So I will take a review and do this. Creation of more posts superintendent level 2 in typist Justice of Kendrapada. This proposal has come to us recently, very recently, and we are examining that and we will expedite that. Upgradation of post of junior clerk to that of bench clerk, grade 2 of the Court of Civil Judge, Kendrapada, in the Justice of Kendrapada. We have allowed, concurred that create 2 posts of bench clerk grade 2, level 9, 1 each in the Court of Civil Judge Patamundai and additional Civil Judge Kendrapada, in lieu of abolition of 2 posts of senior clerks in the said courts. Then we have advised to, for that standard staffing pattern, I think, sir, core issue here I am seeing most of the things, the standard staffing pattern, once we agree to that, many of these issues I think automatically will stand resolved. Same thing was there, upgradation of post of senior stenographer to that of stenographer grade 1 in the Court of Honorable ADJ Kendrapada, Judge Family Court Kendrapada, creation of post of 1 stenographer grade 3 in Court of JMFC in the under Justice of Kendrapada. This we have approved in the April 2025.
Sir, you need not explain all those in saying, but you please communicate it officially to the concerned courts. That would suffice.
Right.
And there are also some proposals with regard to other issues, that funding for digitization, funding for other purposes, that you also required to answer. And I mean to response. And there is a issue with regard to this cell tax tribunal.
Okay.
That the present situation is in cell tax tribunal is with insufficient staff. So kindly take steps, note it, and kindly take steps to fill up those.
Because you have been given that there has been several correspondences which have been made with you.
Yes.
Many of them appears to have been pending. And what is happening is, because if you keep those recommendations or the requisitions pending, it impacts the functioning of the courts and the tribunals. And the moment the number of cases are piling up, then again there will be an augmentation of the staff pattern.
Right.
So that would create a more cascading effect. If you decide immediately and take a decision, at least we will be able to reduce, and then we will be able to tackle those situations.
Right.
So this is what we really wanted, that what I find is that looking up at another department because their concurrence is required, I think there should be one kind of a convergence or synergy to be created amongst the different departments of the government.
Right.
Because you cannot divorce, you are under one umbrella. So if the synergy is created, if there is a discourse or a convergence which you make on a periodical basis, I think that will really help us. Now there is another very serious issue, sir. There is a creation of a special court so far as the MP MLA is concerned in Bhubaneswar, Borgad and the Berhampur.
Right.
And there is a Supreme Court, the matter is pending, and it is not definitely or heartening to say we are really at loss that the Supreme Court has castigated us, that we have been failing in establishing those. Why we will be admonizing for that?
Sir, this the opening of new courts, sir, especially for that.
This is the Apex Court's direction is that you'll have to establish a special court for trial of those cases.
Right, sir.
So we are not in a position, because unless the concurrence from your department comes, cannot be created.
Sir, actually, sir, the process here, I was just checking, there is a high-level committee chaired by Honorable CM and Honorable Law Minister. So some of these decisions have been put there for these special courts. So now in May 2025, they have allowed their 1,082 posts have been created for establishment of 8 ADJ courts, 3 ADJ cum special judge vigilance courts, 4 civil judge senior division courts, and 56 civil judge junior division courts, and 1 Gram Nyayalaya court. And similarly, establishment of family court at Baleshwar and Sundargarh has been approved. And we are examining the budget requirement.
This is a special court. Actually, those are the courts, no difficulty on that part. There should be a special where only those cases will be tried and no other cases will be assigned to them. And the regular ADJ will definitely.
Sir.
If you want, we can refer this judgment of the Supreme Court to you also, because it's your obligation.
Right, sir. Maybe, sir, I would request CS Home, sir.
Yes.
Honorable Chief Justice of Orissa High Court, sir, Honorable Judges, my colleagues, judicial colleagues from the districts and colleagues from different 12-odd departments of the state government. Sir, so far Home Department is concerned, we have received around 1 agenda for protocol, 2-3 from computer side, another 16 agenda relating to establishment matter, 12 agenda relating to appointments, and 4-5 agenda relating to building sections. So far, I will come to the special court issue at the end, because there are 3 types of special courts I will discuss. So far the protocol side is concerned, that it was a long issue, sir, old issue. I don't think we should discuss that about this Tripura and Odisha reciprocal
some state guest, this
That
thing.
has to
That has
be-
been sorted also.
That has to be
Yes, sir.
taken care of, because the reciprocity is of most cherished in the judicial department actually. So if they are treating us, so I think we
It
should
was only
also
for
be
one-
generous enough to
Yes.
treat them in a similar befitting manner.
Sir, it was only for one state, Tripura. That is why we have, we'll seek for your advice, sir, then we'll take a call on that. So far the computer side is concerned, sir, as per the E-Seva Kendra, as envisaged by the Honorable Apex Court, E-Seva Kendra, the total remuneration is 15,000 per month they have allowed. But the proposal from the Honorable High Court, the registry we have received, it is coming 23,529. So I have sent the file to Finance Department, sir, and Finance Department asked for justification. Why you are giving 9,000 more? If that justification can be received, sir, then this will be cleared by Finance Department. That was from the computer side, because Supreme Court has asked to give only 15,000. Whether these 9,000 can be given, and that is to be, sir, decided. That justification is required. Then coming to this this Nyaya Shruti and all these things, sir, this has been approved by the Honorable Governor after the Honorable CM has approved, and we have sent the proposal to Honorable High Court for final notification. This is for new criminal law, sir.
Yes.
So that is with the Honorable Court, and I hope it will be done. Recently I had been to MHA, and I have also committed it will be done in the month of August itself. Okay. Most of the establishment matters, sir, as you know, we generally send the proposals to the Finance Department. Without their concurrence, sir, we cannot create. So Sanjeev is recently joined, sir. Very rightly, Honorable Chief Justice, sir, has advised us to sit together. So me, Sanjeev, and the Law Secretary will sit, sir. If required, we'll ask the Chief Secretary to also be available. So we'll decide and discuss and finalize this thing, because he's very new to the post, sir. So he has not seen most of our proposals, and they have raised certain queries, and we'll sit and decide in the next 1 month, sir. All these establishment matters, because 16 points relate to all staff creation. Then coming to appointment also, sir, some of the appointments have to be approved by Finance Department. That committee, the joint committee will decide, and they will do it. 3 special courts, sir, you have just put it in the agenda. The first one is about the SC/ST POI Act 1989. Initially, the suggestion came from High Court for 4 places: Dhenkanal, Berhampur, Bhadrak, and Bargarh. Subsequently, my ADG HRPC has given, sir, recently 11 places. So we have now sent the file on 14th August 2025 and sought for government approval. The high-level committee will give clearance, keeping in mind the atrocities on SC/ST and quick justice to them. We have to decide on these cases quickly. So I hope these things will be cleared by the government soon. The second type of special court, sir, you have suggested is NDPS case, sir. See, NDPS court, sir, initially the Honorable Court has suggested for 4, then the DGP was asked, and DGP suggested for 11. Finally, recently we have received a list of 19. So whether we'll do, because I have not taken this 19 ke upar, sir, the views of DGP not have been, what are the number of cases and all, because I have to give the justification to the high-level committee. But all 19 proposal as submitted by the Honorable High Court to government, as intimated to the state government, will be considered by the high-level committee. This is NDPS court, sir. This is also equally important because in Odisha we do have lot many NDPS cases, particularly in the tribal areas. The third is this special court for the MPs, MLA, sir. This was notified, the proposal for establishment of special MPs and MLAs court in the cadre of district judge at Bhubaneswar, Berhampur and Bargarh. That was the proposal. And notification has been issued on 17th March 2021. The state government designated the additional district and session judge of the concerned district to act as the special court.
That is what
that is the issue.
That is the issue.
That's the irony, because when the Supreme Court wanted an exclusive MP MLA's court where there will be no other case would be tried, it's only the MP, so that there will be a timely disposal of those cases.
Absolutely, sir.
The difficulty is, I think those areas should not be discussed so openly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it is timely disposed of, it has lot of impact.
Yes, sir. Right.
So that is why the Supreme Court. The problem is when you designate a particular court as an MP MLA court, and there are huge number of cases which are also there. So making a case management is a humongous task for a judicial officer, whether to give a focus to one and spare others, or give focus to the other and spare the primary one. That is what is. We wanted an exclusive court for that.
So, sir, about these 3 special courts, 11 for SC/ST, 19 for the NDPS, and 3 for the MPs and MLAs, all will be placed before the high-level committee, sir. And in the next 1 month, sir, we'll sit together.
Because you will be answerable before
Yes,
the
sir.
Supreme
Yes, sir.
Court if the matter again is.
Yes, sir.
listed.
We'll definitely
It's a very
expedite,
difficult-
and we'll take a decision on all these things, sir, very quickly, because this needs the approval of the high-level
There is also a
committee.
proposal for POXO courts as well.
Sir. POXO court, sir, we have 44. Fast track court, we have.
But there are many pockets.
Many
We
pockets.
have to just introspect to those realities.
Definitely, sir, we'll do that.
Because there are many pockets where the number of cases is mounting. And it is not difficult for a judicial officer to dispose of all those cases. And look at the victim of that particular act, who are still either at the adolescent age or even a toddler. Sometimes it so happened, and they are really considered as a voiceless persons. So to give them a justice, I think it is a first and paramount duty of all of us. And I believe that we have to think about it to create it.
Definitely, sir, because this is a Government of India scheme, I think 60,
and the Supreme
40.
Supreme Court, if I correctly remember, also earmarked that if it is 100 cases,
100
then
cases.
one. If it is more than 100 cases, one additional. If it is more than 300 cases, it will be an additional, so that at least those cases are streamlined in this.
Sir, what I will do, I will discuss with the DGP and find out the 100 cases plus areas, and we can try for more courts. But right now, 44 cases
We
are.
have been giving a suggestions,
Sir.
taking into stock
Sir.
the number of the cases which are pending in each and every court. Otherwise, we will not go and suggest for creation of this.
Sir.
So that is what we really wanted.
Sir. Then coming to the building section, sir. One proposal came for supply, installation, testing, commissioning of precision air conditioning system. So this project is ongoing. Here we want revised proposal, sir. If you give revised proposal, sir, then the finance department has told to give approval. Some extra money is required. So I have requested the registry. So if either the proposal should be closed so that a new money can be sanctioned, or if it is an ongoing thing, as of now, on record, it is an ongoing thing. I would request the Registrar General and the Honorable Court to close it or revise it. Either way, sir, we can provide this money. Second was construction of F-type quarters in different places. Here, sir, one observation has come from Finance Department again, because I cannot sanction from my level. There are 3-4 places, just I will cite, sir, in Bodh, Jaipur and Navrangpur. Different type of estimates have come for the same types of quarter. Somewhere it is 28 lakhs, somewhere it is 50 lakhs, somewhere it is 65 lakhs. And the latest one is Nimapada. The building is costing 2 crores. So any finance secretary will raise this point, why it is varying. So I have asked the chief engineer, who is sitting just behind me, sir, the work secretary is on leave. So I have told Sanjay, the work secretary, the other day, immediately इसको एक SOP type का एक standard operating. Absolutely. You cannot give 2 crores to one court and 25 lakhs.
Because this is, the estimate is
prepared by our people.
PWD,
our people. I agree, sir. I complete. Yes.
So that estimate is, High Court has nothing.
Yes, sir. I am asking my people. I am not telling. So this variation has created problem, but I am committing again, sir, in the next 1 month, I will sit with work secretary. They will clarify why the cost is so high in Nimapada. I don't know, and no finance secretary will give, sir. They have raised objection. Then another 98 data entry operator you have sir, asked on outsourcing based in district courts, digitization center. This proposal we have received on 8th of August 2025 and I am working on it, sir. I will ask Sanjeev to have a look at it. So most of our proposals, sir, because I am dealing with criminal courts and our law secretary is dealing with the civil courts. So the staffing and the establishment issues will be sorted out. If law, me and law, home and finance department sit together, very rightly, sir, you have suggested, we will sit very quickly and sort out the establishment issue first, the manpower and the establishment issue, and the building issue also I will sit with the works department and try to sort out. Thank you, sir.
There is one proposal which I give from my end. So that's my view is, my idea is that why can't we have a exclusively dedicated women's court, which would be manned by women judicial officers. All the staff will be the women. Everybody, it's a absolutely women atmosphere which is to be created for dealing with many cases relating to a woman. So that's the oral proposal I have say, and I want to start from the district Puri because there's the land of Lord Jagannath. So let us begin from that. Let us begin, and then we will go to other districts. Because sometimes the women-related offences or the cases, they are not very comfortable while giving a witness or something when the other man judicial officer is there, man staffs are there. If it is all the women staffs, then I think they will be more comfortable and will be able to say more frequently and very openly than others. So think about it, that whether we can create this kind of a module for rest of the country to follow.
I may be permitted to say, sir, my lord, Honorable the Chief Justice and the Honorable Judges on the dais and off the dais. My lord, the file has already been moved in that regard to the Honorable Chief Minister.
Okay.
And the Honorable, after the order of the Honorable Chief Minister, the file will be, the Honorable High Court will be requested to make the proposal in that regard. It has been decided to open 6 women's court, special court for women for trial of cases under Chapter 5 of BNS, my lord. Offences against sexual offences, my lord, specifically.
Women.
Those courts will be handled by women presiding officers, women staff, ministerial staff, as well as the group day employees, if possible, my lord. And
no, everybody has to be woman.
Yes, my lord.
There.
Yes, my lord.
Entire.
My lord. My lord, the public prosecutor will be woman. The public prosecutor will be
that we can't, we don't have a control. So far as the defense counsel are concerned,
the public
we can
prosecutor will
definitely
be
go for a PP, the
Yes, my lord.
woman
Yes, my lord.
public prosecutor, but we can't have a control over the
My lord,
defense
that is in the
counsel.
pipeline, my lord. The government is taking decision in that regard, my lord.
So please start with at least the
Yes, my lord.
district Puri.
No, we have decided to open 6 courts, my lord. Puri is not in the list, so I will talk with the Honorable Law Minister and yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. It can be done.
Yes, start with that.
Yes, my lord.
We will now move to the IT and OCAC. And the IT and OCAC, there are many challenges with them. So there is regarding system publicity of system application to be explored for automate update of the running order sheets along with digital signatures, scanning agencies involved as earlier suggested from the chair, and to distinguish between photocopies and original documents, colored scans, then sufficient technical assistance at every end, then communication between that OJWAS, like OSWAS we had initiated, OJWAS and that communication between OJWAS between the district court and high courts. These are the issues you have to address.
Sir, regarding this communication interoperability issues between OSWAS and the district courts, sir, OSWAS has been already implemented. and we have studied the technical system requirement of this, and we will place before the Honorable Committee for their concurrence and approval. After that, sir, we will work upon the interoperability issues, sir. Sir, as regards the portal, development of portal of registers and other things, sir, yesterday I had attended the technical session, sir. Sir, the system requirement study will be doing very soon after due discussion with the district courts and the lower courts, and we will place it before the IT committee of Honorable High Court, and as per their advice, sir, we will start work in that regard also, sir. Sir, as far as the scanning and digitization work, sir, already, sir, at the central level, we have appointed 3 dedicated technical officers for monitoring and evaluation. As sir, I have already placed that we have already gone for re-tendering of for empanelment of new qualified and more efficient agencies. We will be completing this month by this month end or by latest by September 1st week, and we will engage good agencies for scanning and digitization. And this remote bandwidth issues we will be also studying, and we will be submitting before the Honorable Court in between, sir. And as Sir Honorable Chief Justice had already directed, sir, on a very regular basis, we will attend the meetings at the Honorable High Court Computer Committee, and we will try to address all the issues from our side and from the department side, sir. Namaskar, sir.
Thank you. I think there is one issue which concerns the security of the courts. So in recent time, there was one incident which happened in Malkangiri, and I am really astonished that there is no police person or a guard which is put in the court's premises from the local police station. At least everywhere, the police personnel are posted at the entrance throughout 24 hours. And there was an infiltrator who entered, vandalized the whole building of the courts, and we are taking steps because there is a night guard and all those stars. We are taking steps against them. But during that, we came to know that there is no police personnel which are deployed at the court premises, at least at the entrance. I think that issue should be addressed.
Honorable Chief Justice, Orissa High Court, Honorable Judges on the dais, off the dais, District Judges, colleagues from various government departments. Honorable Chief Justice has rightly raised the issue, sir. Right now, we do not have a institutionalized mechanism for providing security to the district or lower court, sir. It's a need of the hour that a system has to be put in place, sir. Yes. We'll examine the entire issue and we'll go to the government for a sanction strength for permanent this thing, sir. And from our available resources also, we'll make some arrangement so that to some extent this security concerns can be taken care of.
That is what is very much necessary. If we, during the courts proceedings, we have seen many instances in Delhi, what has happened in the district courts. Somebody enters and then created a ruckus there. The police personnel were there who can immediately intercept and avoid it. But here, if anything of such kind happens, then there is nobody. Is the lawyers, is the staff of the court who has to tackle the situations. So I just wanted that there should be a deployment of the police officers, at least in all the district courts and the courts, for this kind of situations.
Sir, point is noted, sir, and we'll move the government, sir, because it will require a substantial engagement of manpower resources. We will work out a solution And I'm hopeful, sir, government will be kind enough to consider it.
And as a stopgap measure, if you can make a rotation-wise something, if you can do it, because we can't compromise with the safety, security of the judicial officers or the system. The difficulty is if you can manage, because managing 1 or 2 or 3 persons on a rotation basis, I think that will be.
We'll try our best, sir. Some solution will be found, sir. I can assure the Honorable Chief Justice. We'll immediately take certain steps, sir.
Please, thank you.
Yes, sir.
On successful completion of the interactive session, we now proceed to the valedictory session of this program. The final session marks the culmination of our collective efforts, reflections and discussions. Valediction is nothing but the promise of a new beginning. May I now request Sri Asant Kumar Das, Registrar General, High Court of Orissa, to kindly deliver the welcome address.
Namaskar. A very good afternoon to all. Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Judges on the dais, Honorable Judges of the dais, respected Director, Judicial Academy, respected Member Secretary, Orissa State Legal Services Authority, respected government officials, respected District and Session Judges, Learned Chief Judicial Magistrates, distinguished officers of the registry, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and profound sense of gratitude I extend most respectful and cordial welcome to this valedictory session of the District Judges Conference 2025. Over the past 2 days, this conference has served a vital platform for the meaningful introspection, the exchange of ideas, the reaffirmation of our unwavering commitment to the cause of justice in our state. The presence of the Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Combined Judges of the High Court of Orissa has been the most inspiring and enriching feature of this gathering. This insightful guidance, scholarship intervention, and constant encouragement have infused our deliberation with depth, direction, and purpose, enabling us to confront challenges with clarity and resolve. We are deeply grateful to the Honorable Chief Justice, whose vision and leadership have been the guiding light of the conference. His Lordship's gracious presence and active involvement have elevated every discussions and had added relevance to each session. We also express our gratitude to the Honorable Judges for their enthusiastic participation throughout the entire session, which has enriched the proceeding immensely. It is their Lordship's quality, wisdom, and experience that have made this event truly meaningful and forward-looking. The significance of the District Conference cannot be overstated. This conference has provided an essential platform for frank dialogue and critical reflection on the evolving challenges we face. It has allowed us to pull our experiences, harness our shared wisdom, and chart pragmatic pathways forward by fostering a spirit of collaboration and mutual learning. Such gatherings not only refine our practices, but also reinforce a common vision of justice that is timely, equitable, and accessible. The presence and active engagement of our respected judges, learned judicial magistrates, judicial officers across the state have brought immense value to this conference. Drawing from the daily engagement with the complexity of judicial work at the grassroots, they have taken the lead in driving the discussions. Their contributions have added rich insight and practical relevance, ensuring that resolutions emerging from this conference are both visionary and implementable. We also address the long-standing administrative concerns, the standardization of recruitment, promotion criteria, advanced training for court staff, efficient management of the court records, compensation received, and registration and secure electronic transmission of court documents. Furthermore, we explore measures to strengthen support system for vulnerable witnesses, modernize the court infrastructure, and reaffirm the importance of continuous professional development of our judicial staff. Proposals to ensure fair and promotional avenues, implement welfare measures, reflect our holistic approach towards a just, resilient, and human judiciary. As we bring this conference to a close, I sincerely believe that the knowledge shared, the commitment made, the value reaffirmed here, under the esteemed guidance of the Honorable Chief Justice and Honorable competent judges, will translate into tangible progress in judicial functioning across the state. Through this conference, we have strengthened our foundation for a judicial system that is more responsive, more efficient, and more accessible to all. Before I conclude, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Chairman, and Honorable members of the District Conference Committee for giving me this opportunity for speaking few words to this intellectual gathering. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. May I now request Sri Satyanarayan Mishra, District Judge Baleshwar, to kindly summarize the discussions made in the sessions.
Pranam. My Lord the Honorable Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, my Lords Honorable Judges of High Court of Orissa on the dais, my Lords Honorable Judges, High Court of Orissa of the dais, senior officials from the Government of Orissa, esteemed Registrar General and other registrars of the High Court, my fellow district judges, esteemed Chief Judicial Magistrates. As we are running short of time, I had some points to make, but anyhow, due to paucity of time, I will come to my observations, which I found to be the main features of this conference. We have been holding District Judges Conference in a new format for last 4 years. In this conference, we had 6 sessions. We discussed about various issues, particularly procedures, staff, BWDC, digitization. But the first distinguishing feature of this conference is the active participation of my Lord the Chief Justice and the Honorable Judges of the High Court. And as a matter of fact, the participation from our side, participation of the Honorable Judges was more than our participation. And I believe it will give us guidance, confidence, and courage to work more. Secondly, while discussing about the issues, we found out more issues to be discussed. And I believe under the able guidance of the Honorable High Court, we will find solution to those problems. Thirdly, another distinguishing feature of this conference is, as my Lord Honorable Justice Dixit submitted yesterday, to involve the stakeholders for whom we are considering, such as Amins, judicial employees. And the fourth distinguishing feature of this conference is need for providing comprehensive training to judicial staff and involving the regional judicial academies. Concluding, I must express my deep obligations to the Honorable Court for providing me this opportunity to summarize. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Jivan Jyoti Ratha, Registrar Administration, High Court of Orissa, to kindly deliver on takeaways of the conference.
Jai Jagannath, Namaste, Honorable the Chief Justice and Honorable Judges of the High Court of Orissa, esteemed dignitaries and others present on this august occasion. While District Judge Baleshwar has been assigned with the duty to summarize the discussions, my task is to highlight the takeaways of the conference. As we draw this conference to a close, I stand before you with a heartfelt gratitude and renewed purpose. Since yesterday, we have engaged in robust discussions and shared invaluable insights. This gathering will remain a testimony to the strength of our collective resolve to ensure justice is administered fairly and impartially. Over the course of our deliberations in the last 6 sessions, what we have discussed were not merely legal issues. We have confronted the realities of our courts, shared the weight of our responsibilities, and found common ground in our aspirations. This conference will continue to remind us that no matter where we sit or what part of the state we are posted, our challenges are shared, and so is our mission to be just at all the cost. The message that resonates from this conference is justice was never an individual pursuit, but a collective responsibility. Each one of us plays a significant role in strengthening the trust of the public in the judiciary, and together we can ensure that trust is never misplaced. We have debated, reflected, and envisioned solutions that will guide us in navigating the complexities which comes up in our journey. As in every conference, this time also, unique viewpoints and insights have been brought to fore, which has undoubtedly enriched our understanding. We not only discussed on the assigned agendas, but also went above and above to discuss various real-time issues faced by the judiciary. We learn as much from these moments as we do from the papers and presentations. What we take back from this conference is not only the lessons and solutions, but also a sense of reassurance that when we look back and reflect, we understand that we are not alone in our challenges. Our decisions shape lives and uphold rights. Let us leave this conference reinvigorated, equipped with new ideas, and to continue our good work with dedication, diligence, and compassion. Thank you all.
Thank you, Madam. May I now humbly request Honorable Sri Justice Bibu Prasad Rautray, Judge High Court of Orissa, to kindly address the gathering. My Lord, please.
Honorable the Chief Justice and my all esteemed colleagues from the bench, the officials from the state government, DGO police, and all the judicial officers present here, including the officers from registry. A very good afternoon to all of you. At the closure of this 2 days conference, I want to convey a simple thought that captures the spirit of our conference, that to decide cases to the best of your ability, because behind every statistics, every backlog figure, every procedural debate, there are human beings staring at us for fairness and closure. As we leave this auditorium today, I hope we carry with us the spirit to bring that eternal judge within each one of us, to deal every file, every case as a human life. Let us keep reminding ourselves that behind every case there is a story waiting for justice. If we keep that perspective alive, the reforms and innovations we deliberated will naturally find their place. As we disperse, let each one of us return to our courtrooms with the greater responsibility to translate ideas into actions. And if I will be asked, I will say that 3 things and 3 simple advices: that work smarter, not just harder. Second, integrity is our seat anchor. And third, never stop learning. As we come close to this enriching conference, I take this opportunity to express my gratitude to each one of you for your active participation, thoughtful contributions, and the spirit of collegiality that has marked our deliberations. Thank you everyone. All.
Thank you, my Lord, for your inspiring words. May I now humbly request Honorable Sri Justice Sangam Kumar Sahu, Judge High Court of Orissa, to kindly address the august assemblies. My Lord, please.
My brother has kept my word.
Honorable Chief Justice, my sister and brother judges, learned district judges and Chief Judicial Magistrate, learned Registrar General and team of registry present, Director Orissa Judicial Academy and his team, Member Secretary Orissa State Legal Services Authority and his team, government officials. I just want to thank all the government officials who are present here. And last 1 year, when I was the chairman of the building committee, I have seen a lot of cooperation from the government in creating new courts, creating new posts. In fact, in every 15 days or a month, Manas, our law secretary, he used to send me WhatsApp message that government has approved this post, government has approved this. So I was feeling very happy. I just congratulate him, thanks, thanks, and thanks. And we have seen that High Court Bar Association Hall, the Convention Hall, the funds have been sanctioned. The library, Judges Library has been renovated. G+6 building in the High Court compound that has been also come up. And the government has provided us a land for the District Court complex of Cuttack in front of the Ashwini hospitals. So we have several issues we have discussed, and we are hopeful that government will this time also cooperate with us and create those staff, strength, and infrastructure to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord, for your motivating words. May I now entreat Honorable Sri Justice Manas Ranjan Pathak, Judge, High Court of Orissa, to address the august assemblage. My lord, please.
Namaskar. Honorable Mr. Justice Harish Tandon, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, Honorable Sister and Brother Judges of the Orissa High Court, Learned Registrar General and his team, Learned Director of the Orissa Judicial Academy and his team, Learned Government dignitaries present here, Learned District Judges and the Chief Judicial Magistrates from the 30 districts of the state of Orissa, other learned judicial officers present here, ladies and gentlemen. District Judges Conference 2025 was inaugurated by our Lordship Honorable Chief Justice on 22nd of August 2025 evening. Yesterday we had 4 sessions and today in morning 2 sessions. In these 6 sessions we deliberated upon 24 different subjects, and the entrusted judicial officers spoke, they have given their presentations, and all the persons present here participated very well. We found that the participation and the deliberation on the subjects are fruitful enough. Though deliberation took place, but due to paucity of time, many judicial officers present here could not speak on the topics or deliberate. It's my opinion that all other district judges and the chief judicial magistrates may give their suggestions, but suggestions only, to our judicial academy or to the registry by any other mode of accommodation or email, so that the registry or the judicial academy can go through it and can take from it. But again I am saying your suggestions only, not in a long manner. Wishing all of you the best. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, my lord, for sharing your insightful thoughts. May I now humbly request Honorable Sir Justice Harish Tandon, the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to present the valedictory address. My lord, please.
Good afternoon to all of you. It is really very unethical to keep a person waiting for a sumptuous food which is already there in the next door. So I will be as brief as I could be. I do not go by a ritual way of addressing the gatherings who are here in the podium. There are certain few thoughts which I perceived during this last 2 days. I just wanted to percolate that very quickly as I ordain all my brother to be very precise and do not consume more than a minute. So I think that particular audience is ubiquitously present in this particular podium, equally applies on me. We have seen the many eras and since the advent of the Constitution and the establishment of the court systems. So since 1980, for the first time, the Supreme Court really thought of adopting the system which we could perceive as a paradigm shift from a conventional and the traditional way of adjudicating the legal issues to keep pace with the needs of a fast changing social behavior in order to ensure the economic development which are reshaping in those times in the country. The advancement of the technology in its widespread use and utilization by a common citizenry and its pressing need in the justice delivery system invite introspection and adaptability of the new technologies in delivery of justice in an efficient and time-bound manner. The judiciary cannot be abhorrent to embrace the technologies to a new situations, nor to remain static, but to evolve new principles and lay down new norms to combat the new problems, and to keep pace with the economic development which in the modern society largely depend upon the IT sector. During the pre-pandemic era, the justice delivery system was somewhat apathetic to our technologies, but during the pandemic, which impedes the pace of life and impacted the development and growth globally, opened a greater opportunity to optimal use of the technologies in the judicial system, embracing the court's proceeding to be conducted through virtual mode. There is always a silver line in a dark cloud, and such pandemic has played a pivotal role in transforming the conventional and traditional way of dispensing justice to the modern system where the technologies can play an important factor during and post-pandemic era. Radical changes have come in the judicial system and the technologies have become a need of an hour. The state is committed to play an active role in providing infrastructural facilities and to keep the courts abreast of the technologies and its utilization to the fullest. A welfare state plays a crucial role in aiding the realization of the litigant's right and the remedies recognized by our Constitution. It is a state who has to provide sufficient funds to the judiciary under the rubric of the constitutional obligations, which cannot be perceived through a lens of a largesse. Any perception on the use of such terminology, that's a largesse, belittles the aspiration of the peoples of India as found place in the constitutional document. The state being an integral part of an organ envisaged in the Constitution cannot shirk its responsibilities in meeting the needs of a judiciary, despite the fact of being litigant itself in a large number of cases instituted in the courts. We have take home the many solutions. There are many problems which we have discussed since yesterday. I believe the state is very positive, as I find during the interactive sessions, and they are also committed to provide all the, the support which the judiciary actually expected to receive from them. And I hope that everybody who has participated in this particular, the conference will definitely take home some kind of a respite and some kind of a happiness in their mind, in obviously that the future is very bright. Thank you and congratulations to all of you for participating.
Thank you, my lord, for giving us new insights, fresh perspectives, and the motivation to look forward with renewed confidence. After this wonderful deliberation, may I request Sri Pradyumna Kumar Naik, Registrar of Vigilance, High Court of Orissa, to propose the vote of thanks.
Namaskar. Good afternoon to all. My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice Harish Tandon, Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Orissa on the dais and off the dais, distinguished guests and the delegates, we express our heartfelt gratitude to My Lord Honorable Chief Justice Harish Tandon, Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, for your Lordship's inspiring words which is an encouragement and a vision for the future of our judiciary. Our deepest gratitude to the Honorable Judges of the High Court of Orissa who have taken time from their demanding schedule to be part of this conference. We are grateful to their Lordship for their meaningful contribution that have added depth and clarity to the deliberation. With thanks to the Speaker for their meticulous preparation and thoughtful contribution. I take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt thanks to the learned district judges and Chief Judicial Magistrate for their active participation. Our thanks to the senior government officials for their participation and assurance for betterment of the judiciary of the state. Our deep appreciation to the support staff who behind the screen effort ensure that every session runs smoothly. Our thanks to the media for part of this program. Once again, thank you all for being the part of this memorable and meaningful gathering. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. With this, we have come to the end of a magnificent program. May I now seek leave of the Honorable Chair to wind up the sessions. Thank you, my Lord. With this, we formally bring the program to a close. Kindly join us for lunch. I request all the respected Chief Judicial Magistrates to kindly collect the annual reports, mementos, and group photos of their respective districts from the registration counter. Thank you, one and all. Have a wonderful day. Namaskar.
Wonderfully done.